Yeah.
kind of sad are you looking for?
Sad because his beard is going on.
Oh, it's the one from Les Mis. It's you do Dream the Impossible Dream, but that's from Don Quixote, right?
Yeah. I was gonna say Les Mis. Let's see if there's I Dream to Dream.
I Dream to Dream. That's the one I'm thinking of.
I'm hearing an echo.
Are you?
I'm hearing an echo.
So it would not be from me, I don't think. I've changed nothing, so...
I don't think it's from me.
Oh, might be me.
Yeah.
It's my fault, sorry.
No worries, no worries.
This one?
Yep,
Yeah,
that's the one.
That's it.
Or what's the one the one sings? I'm gonna leave it there. Done.
Yeah, that
More specific.
What's that one that one
no,
thing?
that makes sense.
Yeah, that was
Talking
that.
about On My Own or let's
Yeah,
see.
like
Yeah. Man, no, that was a good one.
Okay, so there's like 3 main female characters in Les Mis.
the third
No, that female.
Cosette?
All on my
Francine or
own.
Eponine?
Don't
So
wanna
let's go
be.
Epa 15.
Hey, we got Lord Forth. Hey, Lord Forth. By the way, we got your stuff going out real quick. Myomorph, good to see you. Mystical Unicorn Painting. I know you're just on tonight to win another set of dice, which is actually a good night to do it because we got new dice to talk about. So,
I'm so excited!
oh, I'm glad you love the shirt. I think we have one of the best logos in all of online D&D Twitch stream stuff. So I think everybody loves the shirts. And let's get ready.
Look at the story. Look at my story. It's so good. Oh, you
I
guys.
mentioned in someone's story.
Oh
How?
no, you're all over the web today, my friend. I had I think it's D&D Dads or something like that. They're on. I think it's one of your friends, right, Josh?
Yeah.
Yeah. He got 23,000 Instagram followers, and he put it on his story today. So I think we're gonna have a few folks.
Greyhawk Online has shared our stuff a bunch on Twitter and in the channel.
Oh, GHO! I asked Christoph to do that. Thank you so much, Christoph. Ridiculous for the sub already. Let's go. Okay. So let's start our pre-roll here. We're still waiting for Rory, the gnome of the hour, but he'll be on shortly, and I've got some cool stuff. So let's start our regular roll. Hold on here. Let me get to the right one.
Oh, Josh, don't! Why are you laughing at my story? It's so good, right? It's so good.
I can't wait to see it. I can't wait to see it.
It's perfect.
You guys remember that first meeting we had where we all put me as the
Yes, in the
background?
background. It's like at the last. My story is quite good.
God, that song is perfect.
I know. Every finishing milestone, Josh will be shaving a part of the spirit until there is no beard left. That's my story.
Perfect, I loved it.
Yeah, so it's every, we did the math super long ago, aka a few minutes, and
Hey, Carlos.
roughly every $170 a piece of the beard will come off.
All right, every 170, and we're already at like 47, I think. So
Crap.
we're getting close.
And I just shared the link. And the command, by the way, is exclamation point beard for anybody.
Oh God! Stop!
Okay, so before Rory gets here, because Rory's already seen it, and we only have a minute left, I'll show you guys what the surprise is, and then I can show the
Alright.
Okay, show us.
Okay, so you guys all have BlueBox shirts, and I did not get one yet, because I've been testing it forever.
It's true.
Oh! That is awesome! Okay, I need that shirt. That's gonna become a
I
thing.
didn't love you, and then love
Hey,
it,
Tim.
Okay, that is all love.
Okay.
Okay,
That's
wait,
love.
It's our
wait
ship
wait to reveal that to all.
Yeah, she's gonna wait. Now hold on. So, hey, Orenoir, Tim. Hey, Proto Woot, good to see you. Tim, the ever mysterious. By the way, I've got some fun news about Tim tonight because he and I had a great call yesterday. You're not gonna like what's coming, but a quick thought here. So, He said the beard removal again. You said every
170.
Okay, so it's going to be what? Hold on. Our goal is 500.
Oh.
But I'm matching. So it should be like every 85, and then I match. So if we get 500, I give 500. That's 1,000. No, you don't want just a piece of your beard gone anyway, right, man?
He does. We talked to him, and he thinks it's brilliant.
Oh, hey, Christoph. Good to see you. Thanks for shouting us out today. Phantom. Steve. Hey, good to see you, Steve. Blood Wild. And we got a couple other pre-rolls to start here. And we'll do our normal what happened last time, but oh my gosh.
I took the summary because a lot happened last time, y'all.
All right, so as you know, one of our great sponsors, Dragon Crafting Guild. New trays are in, and new trays are coming. He is amazing. Hey, the Nerdy YC. And he gave me a new video. I have to upload because like this music is not sanctioned, but we'll get the new music up here soon. And guaranteed to roll more nat 20s, but except not really. And then our new sponsor, and we'll probably do this again in a second here, but check this out.
I legitimately thought that was funny, yeah. And then I looked up to you.
Hey, Blood Wild, your tray has not gone out yet, so it will be autographed by Cade. I've got it right here, and I'll make sure that happens. And we're still waiting for Gimbal. He's going to join here in just a second. And that's our newest sponsor. So Cozy Gamer, before I go live here in a second with our player cams, Dice Envy was our previous dice sponsor, and we love them. They're good guys, no problem there. But just a sort of a mismatch with our cadence of communication, and so we have politely separated from Dice Envy, but we may come back to them at some point. I'm glad no one saw your throat cutting, Josh. No, that's not where to. But we have a new dice sponsor, and get it, Cozy Gamer. They've already sent me and we're going to have our Etsy channels up. She is incredible with what she does, and we're going to play her video again. This is our new dice sponsor, Cozy Gamer. Watch it one more time. Oh, you do, Carlos? All right. Another fellow Cozy Gamer. Glad it's Castle approved.
Yes.
Okay.
What kind of question is that?
All right, and so I can tell already I need Gimbal and Shorewin to kill vid and come back in. Yeah, just go ahead and do it real quick. And boom, boom. And there we go. All right, welcome. Blue Box. This is Greyhawk Awakening, episode 12, entitled Vengeance or Folly. And it is questionable as to which of those two things it is. But we have a great night in store for you tonight. Of course, the man of the hour is our own Josh, who is really supporting in a big way our charitable stream. And I think I've got most of you, but I'm sure I've missed a few. Thank you. Oh, Rox, I didn't see you. Thank you, Rox Safarius. Yeah, wooden dice, metal dice. We're giving away a set of the Cozy Gamer. These, I'll pull them out of the bag in a second. These gorgeous blue dice. These things are fancy, fancy, fancy. And we're giving those away tonight. And the man of the hour, Josh, are you ready to shave the beard?
I am as ready as I think I'll ever be.
Well said. Hey, Zombie Knight, Blood Wild, 888, good to see all of you, Steve. So, all right, let me switch to the monitor here, and this is what we're all about tonight. Save the Children. And I'm going to talk more about this in a second. But Save the Children is a fantastic charity. I'm going to show you what they do. I'm going to show you their financials. It's going to take us a minute to get into the game today because this is really important to us tonight. And we're trying to raise $1,000 for them. Now, this is not that hard because we're already at $47 to $50 from the viewers. And Blue Box will match dollar for dollar. So if we get 500, I'm going to give 500. Now, that dollar for dollar is conditional. If Will Wheaton drops on tonight and puts 100K in, we're going to have to talk about that. But I think, but absent that, anything, if we get 1,000, we get 1,500, whatever we get, I'm going to match that dollar for dollar. And I'm going to talk more about this charity here in a second. But before we get to that, let's talk to our players, and let's start with what happened last time, because it was crazy. I'm catching you off guard, I know.
Why? I'm ready. Okay. When we started off, the werewolf waited alone in the chamber, in anticipation of what the gnomes might be able to do for their fallen friend Gimbal. A smattering of conversation and prayer passed the first tense moments, and tears were shed by various members of the party until a tiny gnome summoned the group back to aid Gimbal as the priest was having difficulty bringing Gimbal back from the glitter halls.
Okay, and I promise I won't keep doing this, but I have to interrupt you for a second. We have our first donation in from Zombie Knight. $50, which already has us past the first tier of the beard. Thank you so much, Zombie Knight. So you've seen the link here. By the way, I'm going to talk more about Save the Children in a second here, but oh my gosh! all right, go ahead. Let's just all of our early. We got 43 folks on already. All of our early viewers. Let's show them the first piece. Oh my gosh, Josh!
Could we say the goal is 1,000?
It is 1,000. I'm matching the other 500, so I spent 500 to get that beard off. Woohoo!
Okay. So this is the first section. Yes.
Oh my gosh!
And I have to pin my own video because I need to do it.
and you're starting in the middle, right?
Yes. This is in the very middle.
You can't leave him hanging. This is about children tonight. This is
About children.
Oh.
Hey, thank you for the follow. We appreciate that. Heterotic? No, heterotic. Okay. Oh, that's a good. Hey, Cade Cardinal. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Probably just stop there, right?
That's a good look. That's a good look, actually, right there. Yeah. So if we get no more donations, I think you should feel good about that, Josh, because that's a good look. All right, Evelyn, back to you.
Right. All right. So, the party rushed to provide what aid they could to their friend, with each of them sacrificing a valued item to help the spell. Millie gave up a bolt, Brim gave the Gimbal standard unit stick, Lilith gave her bear totem from Jeru, Ashwin gave her hair, and Shorwin gave a comb from his mother's set. Each of the party members' sacrifices was a gift of incense from Beitana, a drow who was a childhood friend of Gimbal's, granted the spell the strength it needed to be successful, and a portal opened, allowing Gimbal's soul to return to his body. Unfortunately, a group of 6 ghostly creatures followed Gimbal's soul into the ceremony chamber. The priest repelled one of the ghosts before it was fully through the portal, and the rest of the individuals in the chamber and the party set upon the ghosts to try to repel them as Gimbal came back to consciousness. Great wounds were inflicted on several of the party members and Beitana as the battle ensued, and a young gnomish woman, Tyra, was beheaded by the largest of the creatures. After an intense combat, the spirits were all repelled or destroyed, and Gimbal sent his friends and family out of the chamber as he released Tyra's remains into the arcane magma below. The group gathered and were led by the priest to a room to rest. The party went about their various activities, some eating, some caring for their equipment, some braiding hair. As the stream came to a close, Brim complimented Ashrin on her hair, which she gave him thanks for, along with a kiss on the cheek. Is how we ended our session last week.
Well done. Thank you so much. That was great and concise. All right, so now let's go around to each of the players, and we're going to have you announce your player, your player name, your class, your race, and your level, and anything you'd like us to know about your player. And we're going to start with Terry. Tell us about Shorewin.
Why, hello. I am Shorewin Tessel of Corwood, a cavalier of the 3rd level with my trusty steed, Winston, who currently is being cared for by small little people.
And I think Winston said you're his trusty companion. He seems to think he is now the main entity in this relationship, so that's good. All right, let's go to
Maine.
All right, Maine and Maine. You don't think I didn't? Yeah, it's exactly. All right, now Rory, I'm seeing your eyeballs and above, so you got to drop your chair or lift your can. There you go. Good. All right, Rory, tell us about Gimbal.
Well, my name is Gimbal. I'm about 3'1", also known as a GSU. I'm a wizard illusionist, and recently back from the dead, whatever that means.
And so, and just for our viewers, like what happened? So you died, right? You took a spear through the throat. You came back. You were raised, which is very difficult to do on Blue Box. This is not easy. And another 30 for wait, hold on. So we have a tally. Someone asked about the tally. The tally's at the bottom. We're at 197 already. We haven't even gotten into the game yet, and we're already at 197. So I think we're pretty close there, Josh, but I'll let you decide when to do it. Rory, you did a great job of role-playing a Return from the Dead, but you also took some damage, which included a Constitution hit.
Yeah, so coming back from the dead is hard on Blue Box, and hard for me. I roll really, really bad historically for 3 years, so that was some tough stuff. So thank you to everyone that made that possible.
All right.
And then, so I also took a negative to my con, so thankfully I didn't take too much of a negative to my con. So I'm sorry.
Yeah, could have been 1, could have been 2. You got 1, but of course now, as I said before, each time raising, you can raise a second time, but it's twice as hard. The DC roll is doubled hard. The con bonus or decrement is twice, and there is no such thing as a third time in this campaign. So it's very, very hard. All right, let's go to Lilith.
My character's name is Lilith. She is a level 3 Greyhawk Wild Elf Druid. What mysterious things she has in her pockets? Only Lilith knows. How many people can she make uncomfortable? Nobody knows. Also, what I was showing everybody earlier was...
Okay, let's see it.
Hang on. Everybody has a Blue Box shirt right now that they're wearing. I'm wearing a black t-shirt as well. It is not a Blue Box shirt because I am the only one that is in Canada and the post is horrendous right now. So hence why I felt left out. So instead, I got a t-shirt made instead. Okay? And here it is.
Millith, Brimble, Shorewinston, bravo!
It's my couple names. It's the best shirt in the entire world. I'll back up a little bit, I think, because you can't really see it in this thing.
No, we see it. It's fantastic. Well done.
That's my favorite.
Yeah, it's my favorite too. So we're gonna have to get those distributed. You send the pattern, and we'll get that done here too. We'll send it all the players. That's fantastic. Yeah. All right, let's go to Millie. Tell us about Millie.
Right, yes. Hello, I'm Mary Millie Von Tomp, and I am your friendly neighborhood swashbuckler. And I am level 3, and I'm a half-elf, for anybody who is curious. I'm not human. And I am, let's see, I love gold, and shiny things in general, and whiskey, and... being quite a bit of a sassy lady.
Very, very nicely done. And I'm sorry, Josh, as we get to you, that puts us at 237. That's definitely another section of beard already. And that's from Kristen C. Thank you, Kristen C. We're already at $237 raised. Amazing. And we're going to talk about the charity in just a second. But Josh, over to you.
Cool. Just so everyone knows, I will wait to shave my beard till after the after I do my intro. So, hello everybody. Oh, dang it! Sorry, the beard's just getting to me.
Hi everyone, my name is Brimstone. I am a 3rd level fighter half ogre. I stand at 7.5 feet tall, and my best little buddy is Gimble.
He loves milk. He's looking for a great time, and thank you guys so much for coming out tonight.
Whoa. What just happened? We just got...
We just hit 487.
I know. What just happened here? I missed it. 487.
Hold on, let me see. I can go to the
So we need 30.
A 20 for a Tiltified. So Kristen C, Amanda, Millie.
Yeah.
Is it? Oh, Phantom! Oh my gosh!
Thank you.
Phantom MJ with 250. Holy crap! All right, so. I can see I'm definitely going to be spending a lot of money tonight. And the man bun's probably going to have to come off, Josh. We're going to see.
Jeff, Uncle Jeff gave up.
Oh my gosh, Phantom, thank you.
Do it for the eyebrows.
Now wait, no, before you do it, let me hold on. Before you do it, let me tell everybody what you're doing it for. So let's go back to the monitor here. Save the Children. This is the charity for tonight. And this
500.
Yeah. Oh gosh. Oh my gosh. We haven't even started playing yet. Hey, you're worried about your beard? I'm worried about my wallet, dude. I don't know what's coming out of mine tonight because I'm matching. But Save the Children, an incredible charity. Thank you, Terry. They are dedicated to rescuing children all over the world. Children who suffer from diseases and illnesses, helping them with COVID, feeding children. If you're watching your screen right now, you're seeing pictures from Save the Children. They also, one of the things dearest to my heart is they fight child trafficking. And the child trafficking issue is huge. It's bigger than we think. It's happening all over the world right now, and there's more and more coming out. Child trafficking is the most horrendous thing I think that we're suffering from as a species worldwide. And so Save the Children, they have things set up all over the world to help stop all of these things for children and to rescue them from dire circumstances, horrible situations, and that's what we want to support. And I think that's going to be a major theme for Blue Box for the next couple of years. We want to continue to support things that are helping rescue children all over the world from tough circumstances. So, what we're going to do then, Josh, because we have already hit, let me go back to the main screen here and let's just see we're at 500 exactly, which was my goal. So I'm gonna increase the goal, but go ahead and let's shave a couple pieces off here, and then we're going to get started with the game. We are oh my gosh, thank you. Thank you, Terry. All right, Josh. Shave away.
Here we go. I mean, I'm gonna have to take it off for this part. I'm gonna have to
Take
take
it
it
off.
Hey, we will play some D&D tonight too. Don't fret. We will play some D&D.
Yeah, eventually, you know.
Hey, we'll get there at some point. But we're raising money for kids right here, and this is.
Realize all this good has consequences.
Oh, look at that! That's a good sideburn. Oh my gosh, Josh!
Look at the skin.
How long have you had that beard, my friend?
Look at that fresh skin that hasn't seen the day.
Oh, and the other sideburn.
Because he has his headphones.
I know. Oh, thank you, 888. So yeah, you should be able to do it. Like the Tiltify link, it's been dropped a couple times. So you see the Nightbot up there just a little bit.
Yeah. And if anybody just joined, I'll drop it again because they chat.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
So I'll go ahead and drop it again just for anybody who might have just joined.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Josh. And let's yeah. So we did have the question from Lord Forth. How much would have to be given for children for you to shave your whole head? Is there no number for children, Josh?
Lord Forth, that is on the next stream.
All right, let's let him off the hook. All right, let's get to the game. Okay, so pulling up, me kill the ambient music. All of our sponsors, thank you. Oh, I didn't mention Dragon Crafting Guild. His Etsy shop is up now, and he's got a brand new Etsy shop. You need to check that out. His stuff is so awesome. Dragon Crafting Guild, every player's best friend, every player's worst enemy in the hands of a DM, guaranteed to roll more nat 20s, except not really. And make sure you check out his Etsy shop, Cozy Gamers Etsy shop.
I just put all of them in the chat for you.
I knew you would. And
they're awesome and we love them.
All right, good. I'm glad the sound is working well, Grape Ape. Thank you very much. And let's get to the game. And let me go to the cavern lighting that we have. Let me kill the pleasant ambient music because there are serious things afoot. And let me go to... Oh, thank you very much, Winston's Wild Worshipper.
That's me.
Oh, okay. That is awesome. All right. So you are in... Music, hit the wrong link. Sorry, 1 second here. Even trying to hit a cam, I was trying to hit music, and I was fat fingering it. All right, so sorry, I fat fingered the wrong button again, even though I've moved them apart, and we kick off the music. And so you are in the Gnomish Caverns, and they have left you alone. So I'm going to run quickly through all of the minis here. So you can see this is Brim here, pretty obvious. We have Gimbal here. We have Lilith here. We have Ashrin here, Rayam here, Millie here, and Shorewin here. You may begin.
So Brim is going to,
having watched the events from what's been talked about within the in-character chat, if it's okay to kind of re-go over that last bit.
Sure.
Brim gets up and after writing something on a parchment on the table, he walks over and he opens up the door and he places it outside as he closes the door. He turns around and leans against it, and as he walks over, he says,
"There's one thing we do need to speak about."
As he closes the door, and he looks around at the party, having new respect for Shorewin and actually seeing him as a part of the party, looking at everyone, and
we need to talk about last wishes, or wants within death.
Brim's going to look over to Gimbal with a softening expression and...
Gimbal, I'm sorry because I never thought to ask you prior to the attack whether you had anything you wanted with your life, things if you weren't here you wish to be returned to anyone, any last items you wanted completed, or most importantly...
And he looks at the rest of the group and now kind of squares his eyes on everyone.
Whether you even wanted to be revived. I don't know enough about you yet. All I knew was that I wanted my friend back. And I did. And did all I personally could to bring you back. It was a selfish desire, and I never stopped to think whether you actually wanted to be brought back or what your beliefs are religiously, ethically regarding this. I've never seen it done before. I heard about it, but never thought it'd be true. And so I just would like to know, going forward amongst the group, if one of us is to perish, what we want done. Death is much harder on those left behind. And if I'm one of the ones left behind, I want to know what to do with each one of you. I want to respect you, as I did in life.
Gimble's gonna sit there quietly. He's currently sitting on top of the table, just kind of now at eye level with everyone else because he's sitting on the table. He has his the cloak that you have now seen him adorn, retrieving from outside when he received his other items. He no longer has his green coat on, but this cloak instead that has the vertical symbols down each side, as you saw with the other gnomes. And he will look around with this new expression that you see him with, which is more not abrasive or stern, but it's just more serious. Yet you still have seen some of the playful of Gimble, but it is much more
sober at times. So, like,
sober.
yeah,
Thank you.
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
Thank you, John. Yes, sober. And he'll look around and rest his eyes on his bed where the other cloak is from his friend.
Ashrin walks over. She lays a hand on your shoulder. Master Gnome, I know that what you went through is difficult beyond measure, but I am so glad to see you back with us.
I'm gonna answer to your question.
You sound a little bit quiet, Evelyn.
Sorry, is that better?
Yeah, that's much better. Thank you.
Alright, sorry. Brim, in answer to your question, if I am ever to die anywhere except for on the sea and I cannot be brought back, take me to the sea. That is where I wish to be. And the only thing that I would ask is if there is a pirate by the name of Bitterbert still running around after I've died, kill him for me.
A smirk comes across his face.
That can be done.
Thank you.
Lilith pulls out a piece of parchment out of her pocket and writes down that name.
And Lilith, you were just a little bit quiet too, so if you could pull your mic just a touch closer to face, everybody else sounds good. I think we got the balance right.
Good?
All right, yeah, it's much better. Thank you.
Okay, yeah, no problem. Lilith will stand up from sitting uncomfortably close from Shorewin. She still has Gimble's rock in her hand. She's been playing with it a lot since everything that happened with Gimble. And she looks up at Brim. Much in life, part of life is death. I think if I do pass, just let me pass. Although, feel free to look through my pocket and take some trinkets in memory. And she kind of turns on her heel, and then she'll sit back down by Winston. Or sorry, that's who I want to be sitting by. She'll sit down by Shorewin. And again, uncomfortably close, and then just like kind of scooching a little bit closer to him as she kind of sits down, and then like watches him polish his armor.
All right, so Shorewin, you see this. Lilith comes over. She's like invading your space, very close to you here in the cavern, and she's studying you as you're polishing your armor.
Real quick, just to remind everybody, if you haven't checked out Discord, lots of pre-stuff happened in the RP.
Yes.
Make sure you check it out when you get a chance.
Yeah, you're dead on. Thank you.
Shorewin continues to polish, and you notice that he's not bothered by Lilith sitting back down next to him and watching him, but he does look over towards Brim, and he nods and continues. The only thing that I ask, if possible, is to find my sister, who I have not seen for some time. Her name is Githa. She's not like most. She carries orc blood. But I've been searching for her. And if I die, I do not wish to be brought back. But I do wish her to know that I did search for her.
Ashrin steps forward. What do you mean, orc blood? Your sister? How could this be?
Lilith will shoot Ashrin a look, like, not right now.
All right, Ashrin, like she sees this and she's learned enough from the party. She dips her head and turns back.
And Shorewin will go back to polishing.
Lilith will take out that Halia's brush and take a look at it. While Winston is, or Shorewin, I really wanted to be Winston so much. While Shorewin is also cleaning his very shiny armor, she will look at this shiny comb.
All right. So you pull out the comb, and you know this comb quite well.
Mm-hmm. Do I see anything?
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
I said, do I see anything? Is it just a comb?
Well, it's a as I said before, a nice silver comb.
Okay.
You see both Halia's hair and your hair intermingled in the comb.
I kind of scoff at the hair, like.
Millie's going to look over at Shorewin because she had just been talking to him possibly about training with him. And she's going to say, so if I do remember, early morning is your preference, sir?
Indeed. There are times that morning doesn't work, but Winston generally is at his best in training in the early morning. And generally we can keep away and not bother others who may still be in slumber.
Good. Well, a tussle is fine with me anytime, so I will be happy to cross blades with you in practice.
I look forward to it.
All right. So after this dialogue, and by the way, yes, they're right. If you're not in our Discord, you're missing a lot of the between stream chat that happens would inform a lot of this, and so we'll pop that again because I know Evelyn is just on top of that. Go ahead.
I was actually going to now take a moment and turn to Ashrin and say, Ashrin dear, Brim was quite right actually. I do very much like this haircut on you. But would you like someone to even the ends for you? I can help if you would like. Just trying to kind of offer a little bit of something.
So she looks at you. You can see she's actively wondering if this is an excuse to slit her throat. She's very suspicious, but she says, What do you mean to even my ends? Like,
well, I am of as I was raised, when we would get our hair cut at times, they would make sure that it was all good and even. You're a little bit uneven in spots. I think it was just from the nature of the way you cut it. But I can take my dagger. This one has a very fine edge, and I can clean that up for you, perhaps.
all right. Yes, yes, please, I would be grateful for that, and I trust you would not slit my throat as you do so.
I would never harm your throat, dear.
Or my neck, or my back, or my...
Those are very specific body parts that you like.
Yeah.
I don't want to harm your throat.
Any of you, as much as we have disagreed, dear, I find myself believing you are of more use alive than not. So,
Shorewind's gonna notice the conversation and just kind of turn his head and look a little confused, and then go back to the polish.
Well, I would thank you. Thank you. I'm not sure if that was an insult or not, but yes. All right, so she turns to you and, hey, thank you. D&D Dads, by the way, they shouted us out today on IG. They got 23,000 followers. Thank you so much. And I'm not going to do this too often tonight because I want to stay on stream with the giveaways, the support of the charity, and of course the role play. But if you're watching right now and you haven't given us a follow, we have one question for you. What are you doing? Come on, give us a follow, give us a sub. All right, Rory, what's Gimbal doing?
Gimbal's just almost eyes down at some degree, still being able to see the bed, but listening intently at everyone. And he waits for a lull in the conversation. Still head down, somberness to him. And he'll just... You hear him breathe. Just a almost intentional, just deep... Well, whatever you guys decide, make your peace now. And you'll see him rub his forearms. Not looking at him, not really paying much attention, but he rubs his forearms a couple times. What is on the other side? You might not like. And what you come back to, you also might not like. So, make your peace now. And make it every day. And you start to see a slight tremble come across his body. His hands shake slightly. And you see him stutter, wanting to speak up and not wanting to. He's just kind of like lost in his thoughts. And I guess you don't... Just make peace. And I don't have an answer right now.
That's fine. We'll be here when you do. Efren, what is your answer? If you don't mind me asking if you have one right now.
She's distracted as Millie is evening out her hair. Thank you for the anonymous donation. Take it off. Sheila, I'm sorry, Master Ogre, what answer to what question you had? All right, hold on. So we got to stop here. Oh my gosh. We're at $700. We're not even 40 minutes in right now. What's going to happen to my wallet tonight? I'm scared to death. Thank you. By the way, it's going to be a night like this. We don't normally interrupt our role play as often, but it's got to happen tonight because it's a different kind of stream. But we have Daranorian, who is our 600th follower tonight too. So another milestone, along with $708 given so far. Thank you. We're helping children tonight, and we're hurting Josh. All right, so
His jaw is revealed.
Josh revealed. Josh gone wild. So thank you, everybody. All right, so Ashrin looks at you. I'm sorry. What's your question, Master Ogre?
I was wondering if you were to fall in the coming forever when this is so hard to do looking at myself. If you were to fall, what are your last wishes? Testaments? Do you even want to be brought back? What is your will?
Oh, I don't. Could I think about that, Master Ogre? That's not an easily answered question, and not something to be taken lightly. I would like to pray about this before I answer you.
I wish you would.
You see Rayam, she walks to the opposite end, like she's purposefully avoiding. She does not want to answer this question.
Valid. I just want to know.
Josh, I'm sorry, it's hard to take you seriously now.
You and me both.
All right, so
After a few moments, Millie finishes with Ashrin's hair and takes the dagger, because she has most of her equipment off right now. She just takes the dagger and lays it back with her other things on her bed and gives Ashrin actually a little gentle squeeze on the shoulder to say, "There, you're finished."
as you squeeze her shoulder, Ashrin, she actually leans over and she throws her arms around you. She squeezes you in an embrace. And you feel like a couple of her tears plop down on your shoulder, like what you have done for her. She's clearly been struggling, and you have helped her greatly.
Millie is just kind of, she's used to Lilith doing this, so she's not used to other people doing this. So she's just kind of like, and then she kind of edges a hand out and just kind of pats her on the back a little awkwardly, like, "Oh, it's all right. You're welcome."
Well, thank you, but I'm sorry. I presume too much. She pushes away from you. She wipes the tears from her face. You hear Rayam just kind of snorts over in the corner.
It's quite alright, yeah. I just thought it might be a nice thing to do. Anyway.
Shorewind's gonna notice the brush that Lilith has out. He's gonna pause his polishing for a moment. He's gonna look at it. Tell me about that brush you have there.
She kind of looks down at it, and she's kind of playing with the, like, looking at the hair that's entangled in the brush. A woman named Hollyette left it in my pocket. She wasn't a nice lady. It's just very odd. It's nothing like I have in my pockets. I usually don't like shiny things, unlike Millie. But it oddly reminds me of you now, since you're so shiny.
I'm gonna nod. And we're gonna go back.
Not the greatest roleplay moment ever. I'm going to nod.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
Shorewind looks at Lilith a little confused. The only reason I asked is my mother had a set. Similar, not the same, mind you, but I don't see a lot of well taken care of brushes in my travel, so I was just curious. I apologize for asking you about it if you wished not to share.
You'll see Lilith kind of pull one of her like unkept braids over her shoulder, and she'll look up at your hair and she'll say, "Your hair is quite unkept, almost like mine. I noticed that when we first met. Have you ever brushed it?"
A cavalier tends to keep their armor clean and their steed well kept, but I have not been with a noble for some time, and so have not had to keep it tidy. I have in the past, especially when staying at a noble's residence or a duke or some of a higher class, but no, it's been quite some time since I've done anything with it, as you can see with the shagginess it has come to.
Millie seems to be really good with her dagger over there cutting hair. If you want to trim, or you can just keep it unkept like mine.
I believe for the time, after hearing what the one was worried about Millie slitting her throat or any other various parts of her, I will at this point keep my hair as is. I appreciate the offer, though.
It's okay. I've only brushed my hair once too. And she'll take the comb and she'll put it back in one of her pockets.
Which is low-key true.
You know, I'm just sitting right over here. I can hear everything you're saying, right?
I never said anything. That was Sherwin.
Sherwin's going to look. Indeed.
I have to point out once again that the relationship between Asher and I is not as good as the rest. You do not have to worry about any part of you around me, dear.
I almost feel like that was a compliment to you, Melody. Proud of you.
The beard tells that story.
Sorry, I'm going home.
No, leave. And also, aren't you already at home?
All right, so as all this happens, hey, thank you for the follow, Discount Bard. We had one earlier, so we're at 6. So thank you so much, all the followers, all the givers. Like, you guys are amazing. We've named our stream, so if you're in the chat, whether you want it or not, you're now called the Mad Chatters, because I think we have the best chat in the business. Our chat crushes every other chat. You guys are awesome. Mad Chatters. Rayam, she walks out of the corner and not rudely, but somewhat tersely. How long we will continue here? Are we not going to be about our business?
Lois will stand up.
You do realize that we just went through a combat. Our friend just came back from the dead. Maybe we can take a quick breather? Just, please?
Fine, then.
Elizabeth's gravely wounded. Sherwin was gravely wounded. And I'm just really tired. And we have a whole bunch of orcs that we have to kill very shortly here. And I do believe that Gimbal may want some time to talk to his friends and family. And we need to discuss arrangements to see if they will aid us in this venture against this fortress that has been constantly harrying these poor gnomes. So perhaps, rather than rushing off one way or the other, which we have seen does not do anyone well time and time again, perhaps we can take a moment and collect ourselves and prepare.
Shorwin's going to stand up right as Millie's ending, and may I ask a question, Millie, though?
Yes.
Have we not asked her what she would like to do? Do we know anything about her? I was not with you when you first encountered her. Does she have a family she wishes to get back to? We must think of everyone here.
Of course. Rayam was brought to us by the soldiers of Rufus and Bone as a guide for us to get to the Orc Fortress. She has fulfilled the duty that she was missioned to do, and could now leave if she so chose. She came back to us at a very inopportune time after she abandoned us, right before we met with the orcs, as you remember. So What she chooses now is her choice.
I do not think she interrupts Millie. I do not think I abandoned. I was invited to leave. I was made no longer welcome, but I came back of my own accord, and I have tried to help. And you're right, I have fulfilled my commission, but I am still here for a reason. I believe in the calling that you have, and to the question that was asked by the Cavalier, all I would ask is that we rest, that we take, as Millie has said, we need the time to rest. But this idle chatter, time is spilling away from us, and every moment that we waste is another moment that these orcs may gather strength and garner greater power. That's all I wish.
Upon her finishing, Gimbal will stand on the stool or on the chair. He'll make his presence kind of.
All right. I got Gimbal here. Hold on. Where's my stool got tucked underneath my table here. Let me pull it out real quick. There's the stool, and there's Gimbal. Now a little bit taller atop the stool. So for our viewers, again, that's Gimbal right here. That's Brim. That's Ashrin. That's Millie. That's Rayam. That's Lilith. That's Shorwin.
Yes, I do have the individuals you saw that I would like to speak with. And I am not so opposed to those who want to coming. That is your choice. However, idle banter, I do believe, is what you called it before. And idle banter is what you call it now. And he'll bring his eyes to her.
To Rayam.
Yep, to Rayam.
Okay, all right. Yeah, she's listening to you intently now.
Call it what you want. And do with it what you want. You are free, as you know. No obligation. If you believe in the cause, believe me, and it'll get that real serious face that you've seen just recently with Gimbal. What is on the other side is no rush for me to go back to. What I saw and experienced is no rush for me to go back to. What I have here is no rush for me to leave. So, call it what you want. I respect my friends. And although you have declared we are not friends, I have no rush to see you fall on that field either. So, let us be at peace and find our peace before we go do anything else. And he'll just walk over to the bed where he has his belongings and the cloak.
As you say this, you see you see the strongest symbol of humility that you've seen from Rayam. She kind of drops her head and she nods at you. I cannot imagine what you have seen, Gnome. Gimbal, friend. I meant no ill. I wish. Thank you, Discount Bard. Oh my God, it's time for another piece of the beer, Josh. I honor your wishes. I will rest. I suggest we do the same. We have much work to do. And she just turns and walks to the corner.
He'll capitalize on the moment, not in a harsh way, and he'll soften his expression and turn back. If it is something you want to see, my illusions will show you. But trust me, let us be friends. I don't want you to see it. And he'll just be resting.
She gives you an odd look, like she thinks she's just been threatened, but she's not entirely sure. And she gives you a nod and moves to her bedroll. All right, Josh, we're at $799 tonight. Holy crap. And I've got to match this dollar for dollar, and I'm going to. So we got to have another piece of the beard to come off here. And then I want to, while you're doing that, I want a reminder, we have a very cool giveaway. I need to open these up. These dice from the Cozy Gamer, our newest sponsor. These things are beautiful. Hey, it keeps coming. These guys are super colorful, blue and teal. They sparkle, they glitter. Well, let me grab the D20. We're giving these away tonight after the break. These are gorgeous dice, and we'll start that giveaway here in a second. Hey, thank you for the sub, Celtic Boar. All right, so Josh, are you ready for another piece? We have to. We're at $808. No, we're at $819 now. Thank you, Owlie B. We are saving some children here tonight. Holy crap. Here goes another piece of the beard. This is not the way we normally run our stream. There's normally a lot more role play and a lot more gaming, but I knew it was going to be like this tonight. Well, I didn't know it was going to be this great, but I knew it was going to be disruptive. And the beard, another chunk of it. Oh, well done. Oh, thank you, Hannah Anna Doodle, for the $15. Can't make the stream for too long, but it's good because you all. Thank you so much, Hannah Anna Doodle.
Luscious beard.
Oh my gosh, and make sure you give us a follow. We'd love to have you come back with us again, but oh my gosh, Josh, oh no, keep a strip. Yeah, you got to keep a strip there. Don't. No, All right, so, whoa! Oh my gosh! What is happening tonight? Who's the anonymous donor? $300. Holy crap. We are, holy smokes. Whoever Anonymous 2.0 is, thank you. That means now the DM is up to 1,143. He has to, which I will honor.
That also means the rest of the beard is coming off.
It is coming off. All right, so let's save it for just a second. Thank all my players. Please give applause to our viewers, our contributors. You guys, the best. The mad chatters absolutely rock. All right.
Love to our chat.
All right, so let's go quickly OOC here. I'm going to bring the lights back up. So what do you want to have happen here while you're still in the gnome hold before we move to the next section of the game? Because we're going to take a break here in a bit and let everybody kind of prep for the awesome shaving. But we want to get into the back half of the stream. So what's happening here tonight? Gimbal, did you have some things you wanted to do?
It's evening, correct?
What's
How
that?
late is it? What's the time?
You're not really sure. You were dead.
When he went outside and got his stuff from whoever was outside, did he?
No, they brought it in. Yeah, no, you haven't been outside. They brought it in. But
when we passed by, because you said we passed by the.
Yeah, you're right next to it. Yeah, so you could dimly see sort of what looked like, but it's hard to tell for certain. Thank you, Ornar. You could see it was sort of like an autumn, because you're in Patchwall, late Patchwall now. It looked like it was evening, maybe sunset.
Well, Gimbo would be fine with resting for the night, taking care of what needs to be taken care of in the morning, early morning.
Millie's hungry. She's going to get some food.
Lilith will also sit down at the table and eat food with Millie.
Shorewind's going to set his armor out nicely next to the bed that he's been sitting on so that it's prepared to be put on quickly overnight if need be, and also moves towards the table to eat some food.
All right. You see Rayam, she goes to the corner, again, somewhat chastened by Gimbal's words. She is quiet to herself. Ashrin, she touches the edges of her hair. She gives Millie a soft smile, and she moves over and begins praying in the corner.
And Brim in this night would like to almost begin the draftings for a war council, once Gimbal has a chance, either in the morning or at another time, but to draft up what he saw from the camp.
You would do that tonight.
Cool. He didn't want to push the subject too much.
Okay, hold on. I think it's maybe he's chatted before. I don't know that I have, but I know who Keith is. And Keith, thank you so much for being with us tonight. And he asked who the 13-year-old on the stream was. Which, by the way, you think he's 13 now? You ain't seen nothing yet, my friend.
Everybody, that is my best friend.
I know, and he's the one. If I'm right, he's the one that crushed you in the beard-to-beard battle. When you guys were by the river and you were saying, yes, his beard was so much more full, and like yours was longer, but his was better. So Keith,
I have a wispy beard. I cannot help that.
You don't have a beard.
Yeah, you have. Yeah, no, hey, no, he's got a better beard. We do play D&D here. Okay, all right. So back to it. Anybody else doing anything before we go to rest?
Just eating, having a drink.
Okay, all right. So Gimbal, now I know you have some things you want to do. Do you want to do those tonight or in the morning? And we can resolve those because I want to make sure they don't take too long on stream tonight.
Yep.
Because I want to get to the rest of the action. So what are you doing?
I think it could be quickly resolved in the morning and talk to Brim tonight about what Brim's looking for.
Okay, all right. So we're going to take our break early tonight because I need to switch up some of the views here, and we're going to have a major chunk of the beard. Now the mustache is included in the beard, right?
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is. All right. So, hey, Chris, good to see you, Fable42. We're going to have a chunk of that's going to come off after the break. And a reminder, we have these really beautiful dice from the Cozy Gamer that are giving away tonight. These guys, again, my camera never does justice, but they are super pretty, gorgeous dice. And those will be given away later in the stream. And then there will likely, depending on what the players do, be some combat coming too. We don't just have all emotive role play here and wiping of tears. But thank you to the players. Thank you to our supporters, our sponsors. Thank you to all of our mad chatters who have, holy crap, $1,153 in 1 hour. I know what's happening. My viewers are trying to bankrupt me. I know what they're doing right now. I sense it. Hey, Fable42, thank you, Chris. If we hit 2K, is it true the eyebrows are going, Josh?
And I hear that breaks.
Hey, don't leave us. We got a lot of role play, combat, fun stuff coming. A quick break. It's going to be like a 7-minute break. Stay with us here at Blue Box. What a great night saving children. What a great charity to be part of. Thank you, Seekzilla. Thank you, everybody. We will be right back. Our players, some of them will stay on and chat with you during the break. Blue Box, right back.
Oh,
Josh,
my gosh.
I will shave my beard with you if you take off your eyebrows.
Oh.
Sorry, man.
Listen, I'll shave my beard too.
I'll shave
exactly.
my beard as well.
Exactly.
Everybody will shave their beard.
Because you know what's most important to Shorewin? His eyebrows.
Eyebrows.
Oh, that would be epic. Okay, so how about it, Terry? If we get to $3,000 tonight from the fans, if we can get that high with the eyebrow, at least one eyebrow. Give us one eyebrow.
That would be even worse.
See?
Oh my gosh.
Give us one eyebrow.
See, we gotta save it for future fundraisers. Yeah.
See?
These are too pretty. Maybe as a group later on, we all shave our eyebrows.
Oh, I would do that.
I do that.
A group eyebrow. Hey, how much do you care about children? That's really the question. How much do you care about children? That's the question.
I raise one every day. That is my.
No, that's not the same. No. Raising one, many of us raise them. I'm raising.
No eyebrows, but Triple H's got a point here. We could all shave our heads.
Okay.
You would rather shave your head than your eyebrows? Y'all are like, oh yeah.
I shave my head because you can wear a wig.
Yeah, you can wear a wig. I can't wear a wig.
That's all John's got.
So I might have missed this. Did you say we're all cutting our hair? Our head
We're
hair?
shaving our heads, yeah.
No, we've not agreed to. All we've agreed to so far is Josh shaves his eyebrows, and Terry shaves his eyebrows at $3,000. If we get to 3,000,
I don't think we need to go to the extent of the hair because eyebrows are so much more personal that if we all take our eyebrows.
yeah, you.
But
I
your
will
eyebrows,
not do it.
you know
See
how long
that?
it'll take your eyebrows to grow back?
I will
Not
not
a
do
clue.
It'll
it.
take like maybe a week.
No, not even. No.
Hey, thank you.
When I was like 13, I shaved like the edge of my eyebrow, and it never grew back, and I have to draw it in every single time. So I'm gonna tell you something right now. Your eyebrows don't grow back as well as you think they do.
Yeah. I
What if
literally
we
have a.
all
All right, since you guys, I'm gonna go back to our screen because you guys are all staying on while I go upstairs. I'm gonna be gone for a second. I want people to see you as you're talking about this because you're incredible. And yes, exactly right, Orient Noir. And yes, it's a hot mic. We keep the hot mic there. We always keep a hot mic.
Okay, so there's one point. We can't do eyebrows yet because we need them because we're all wearing masks in public.
So people
And
need to see our
eyebrows-
expressions.
This is our only emotive feature right now. Yeah. I teach students and they need to know when I'm angry.
Okay,
at
how
them.
about this, Terry? How
Angry
about
So
eyebrows.
just part of the eyebrow, just half
listen?
eyebrows.
No. Listen, Terry. I have
Yes.
a proposition for you.
Position. Wait. A
You can shave
preposition?
Shorewin's eyebrows.
Okay. No. If we do 3,000, will you like just do that little like shave? That's
Just
like,
a line.
that's like in with the kids nowadays. Cause that's fair.
That
Like
looks
just
so
do like,
hip.
yeah, you'll be in with the kids. If you're students.
They'll totally
I actually
listen
already
to you
have
more.
one of those because I have a scar right there.
Oh, see?
You're
There you
so
go.
cool.
it's
we should all-
it's my scar.
We should all shave it in the same spot.
Okay.
We could all just take a half eyebrow.
Ooh. Or get like those tiny eyebrows.
Yeah.
Like anime
Nope.
eyebrows.
No.
I'm with you.
Half.
The real
Yep.
thing.
Nope. Nope.
Yeah, I'm an eyebrow actor, so I kind of like.
So is
How will
Terry.
you How will you know what Shorewin's doing then? It'll be like,
Wait. How much to shave Winston's eyebrows?
Okay, so hold on. I gotta jump in. I do need to go up and run the restroom, but real quickly here, DM screening. Thank you. Please give us a follow. But he gave $25, and he said he misses the beard, boo, but you look sexy AF. So
Stop it.
thank you, Chills.
I should have started.
I like this comment here by Ornar. Or I messed that up. But
Orion
sorry.
Noir.
And Gimbals melts into the shadows. Like if you look at his hair and his picture, he's just like. Yeah.
God. That's the thing, I guess things on men haven't done this very often, but how often do they trim their long eyebrows? I've done mine about a dozen times in over 46 years. Eyebrows don't grow very fast. See?
No,
Thank
they
you.
do not.
They do not grow
no,
back.
They don't. And I'll be honest, these are big and bushy, so I pluck often. So some guys do. I get them trimmed when I go to the stylist.
But you
I
weren't
can wa-
allowed to that one time, didn't you say?
No,
that you weren't
I wasn't allowed to the last time either. It sucks because you can see they're unwieldy right now.
They're extra
Yeah.
wild.
Yep, camera battery died apparently. Hold on one sec.
I
It's
just
fine.
I was wondering
We don't
what
need to see
that
the
was.
fight. Nat 20s all day. We don't need to see the dragon.
do I shape my eyebrows? I do not. I mean, well, does that just mean like do I pluck my eyebrows? I do.
Pluck them into it. Yeah, that's shaping eyebrows.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I pluck my eyebrows.
Have you seen the like on Facebook the little ones where they're really like sculpting the eyebrows?
No,
I mean,
I don't have time for that. my makeup routine literally takes me like less than 5 minutes. Like the less time I can spend on it, the better. That's
waxing eyebrows
Ooh.
hurts so bad, but it's so good.
It's way better than tweezing though.
I know. That's why I like it. Nobody
Because it
do.
goes faster
Yeah,
and
it's
it
like-
hurts less overall.
See,
And this is a
Aw,
stream
thank
about
you. Is that
eyebrows.
Nerd YCB? Is that Chris? Are you saying that my eyebrows are on fleek? I appreciate it.
ooh.
Or was that Terry? Because I could totally see that too.
It was
Mine or
Winston.
Terry.
Winston calling
So
from the great
shameful.
beyond.
Sorry for calling you Winston so many times.
Okay, so funny story. I almost called myself Winston once.
In class?
You kept saying it, and I was
Hey.
I go, and sure win.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Oh man.
It was
Thank
so
you,
good.
Chris.
The moment you do that in class.
I mean, he has also referred to Winston as Shorewind before.
That's
and
true. And
That's
Sherwin,
true.
yeah.
That was hilarious.
It's
Yeah, when he's like,
Mr.
I get off of Sherwin, and we're like,
Yeah, you do.
There's an awkward turtle.
There's
yeah, sure Winston, right there. Sure
Freudian
Winston.
Sure Winston.
Sure Winston. Gosh, we need those shirts. Those
Okay.
are
I know.
brilliant.
So I got the shirt done, and then the lady messaged me back, and she was asking me if I spelled something wrong, and I was like, no, they're all correct. I'm
Are
like,
you
they're all,
having
they're all correct.
Wait a minute. Is it a black shirt?
Are you having a strong?
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
that
nice.
looks cool.
That's so
Yeah.
dope.
I got my logo on the back. She actually surprised me with the logo on the back, which is really sweet of her.
Aw.
But yeah, I just wanted this, so this is it. But I'll get them made up, and I'll get them sent to you guys. I'll get your guys' address, and then you guys can have them.
I have the whole address book and
Oh, yes.
surprises.
That is
Yes,
terrifying.
There we go. This is literally my favorite shirt. I am so excited.
Actually, if I get everyone's addresses, I do what I do with my other friends and send you 5 pounds of gummy bears.
That sounds amazing.
Tell you what, and what I'll do
Yes.
is I'll send you guys early bean creations.
You know what I'll do? I'll send you each a little baggie of hair.
I'm in.
Lilith will put it in her pocket.
Like, look at this. Like, this is
Oh, the camera's back.
this is a cat.
It's a cat.
It's
enough
just
to make a cat.
It's enough to make a cat. I didn't realize
That's
I
my
had this much
dog
hair.
daily in my house.
Like, holy carp! How much have I shed? Could I have made a blanket?
You know, you could probably weave that all together, a nice scarf.
Lilith, I feel like you could do this.
I can definitely do that.
Lilith, I
100.
think you can do this.
Lilith will accept. Give me your hair.
Someone actually reached out to me
You know-
asking if they wanted, if I sent them some hair, if I wanted them to make it into dice.
That's brilliant!
And I was like, that's partially disgusting, but
Well, it's the inside. It's not like you're
It would
grabbing
smell
hairy
so
dice.
bad though, with the hot resin in the hair. It
yeah.
All right, so we're back.
would smell real bad.
And I'm sorry, like this is a great chat, but I think we have a legitimate question here. It's very important. Chills wants to know what the stretch goal is for the man bun.
Uncle Jeff approved.
Yeah, like
Uncle Jeff approved.
We all love Uncle Jeff, but I can't. This is
Uncle Jeff.
all I have left.
Hey Josh, you can start it out with the look of brim.
So you're saying, Josh, there is no number that well, let me go back here. Wait, there's no number.
Josh is giving enough.
Thank you, Orange Noir.
There's no number for this. No, nothing.
Oh, come on, man.
No, this is what we're doing tonight. Like I'm messing with you, but like yeah, just
I know.
I'm doing just to remind everyone. Like this is all for saving children, and we are so serious about this here at Blue Box. There are many great causes, but there are no more vulnerable folks in our population than children, and they are suffering all over the world from disease, from hunger. And my biggest thing that I really want to fight, which this organization really is about, is child trafficking. And it is a horrible, horrible atrocity that we are seeing more and more about in the news. And so that's why we're doing this tonight. Every dollar given, not just every dollar given, every dollar doubled by Blue Box, we really want to give to this charity, and we are so thankful to all of you that are helping us tonight, even though we're playing less D&D than we normally do. But thank you to all the viewers, and thank you to, of course, Josh, most of all. Now, Josh, I think it's time for another section of the beard, my friend, because we have blown away every single goal we had tonight.
2 things. First, I really want to say, guys, thank you. Like, when John and I were talking about all this, we set that goal for 500, and then literally within the first, 30 minutes?
15 minutes.
15
It
minutes,
blows me away. I knew the Mad Chatters were awesome, but like this awesome, I had no idea.
I literally can't thank you guys enough, because this really is huge to us, and I'm so thankful for everyone who came out to kind of donate and just show up. So thank you very, very much. Also, my mother is in chat. So.
Yay!
Oh! Wait. So what's your mother's username?
EGH.
I just saw her.
So she wants the man bun
Hey,
gone.
I have one question though. Okay, so she said if you break 2,000, the man bun goes. Oh, your mother has spoken.
Not only have we been given permission by Uncle Jeff, we have also been given permission by your mother.
Oh my gosh! All right, so look, what was it? But no. There's a bigger question here. Are you following yet? EGH Blake. Give us a follow. All right, Josh, the floor is yours, my friend.
Here we go. So, what I'm turning it into next, as I have to push the mustache down, is we're going that full handlebar.
Okay.
My favorites.
Oh look, I see a chin.
Oh my gosh.
You all come here often?
Oh, see, I immediately went Hulk Hogan, but I'm old, so.
Hulk freaking Hogan.
Oh.
You get the wide eyes and be like.
All right, so. All right, so I'll tell you why I'm angry, Josh.
Why?
I'm angry because every level of this, you've still had a better beard than I can grow. Like everything you've done still looks better than what I can do. That really ticks me off. Okay, back to some D&D. Hey, no, thank you so much, Chris. We appreciate it. Reminder, we're giving away these gorgeous blue dice from Cozy Gamer, our newest sponsor. These things are so pretty, and that's going to come in a second. Let's get back to the game. Thank you. Oh, there's your mom following. I got Josh's mom following. That's my greatest accomplishment. I got your mom following my stream. That makes me so happy. Okay.
Watch it.
Yeah, exactly, Christoph. It's pretty incredible. We're so happy. All right. So let's get back to the game, and let me kill this ambient music and get back to the correct ambient music. All right. You wake up the next morning.
Brim wanted to do some stuff.
All right, so go ahead, Brim.
Oh yeah. No, just that night, he rolls out the leather, as of course he has leather or was provided leather by the gnomes. Hopefully. As they start drawing out together the map of the fort.
Okay.
And just going over all of that, and then also I would like in this next day or then that night find out how many gnomes are willing to commit to the cause and are ready to rally.
All right, so go ahead.
When we're going over that map, is Gimbal able to remember? So he was up on Gimbal's Rock and peering over and into the fort. Would he be able to remember the immediate terrain around the fort?
Yeah, so he remembers there was the rock that was Gimbal's Rock, slightly in front to the left of the main gates. There's another rock off to the right, and there was some pretty heavy rock escarpments behind it. So let's call it a bit to the left, well to the right, and behind. You remember seeing these rock escarpments that stood up.
So just wanting to point that out, as in there might be, especially as we talk to the gnomes here, we might have an advantage of either, even if it's small groups in different angles where we break off in 2 or 3, or maybe there's a way that we can sneak in that's not, like, I think we walked up on the front of it. I don't know why we wanted to knock on that door, but anyways. Maybe there's an advantage that we can take of surprise.
I think it would be a very good idea to go in small groups. I'm not sure about the military. Yep.
I like that you said small groups. He'll kind of like, he'll soften up and he'll give him a little elbow and be like, "What?"
Like, literally, he was mid, like, charcoal. He was looking at the lines, like, pushing rice kernels forward and like, looks down, like, takes him a second.
Dang it. I missed that.
And he kind of pats Gimbal on the shoulder.
I think for the best, I don't know the militaristic prowess of your people.
Yeah.
So, what would you say? Groups of 5, 6,
Well,
8?
I don't even know. I mean, I know they said they wanted to defend, but all in all, what you say and what you do are different, and so I don't know how many actually will go. There's a chance that the gnomes in which you saw in there would be willing. I don't know if they would, but I would say 2 to 3. You know, never splitting solo unless, I mean, I do it time to time, and it's helpful.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, two to 3, I think. I don't know.
2 to 3 is a good idea. Well, just making sure we keep an eye on the different traveling parties of orcs.
Yeah, and the benefit of, you know, if there's enough people that can cast magic where we can talk to each other, or if there's enchanted stones. I don't know if they have something where we can talk to each other. That would be helpful.
I know next to nothing about magic, so
We'll figure it out.
Gimbal, as you're speaking, you see the oldest member of what you know to be the Guardians steps in the room. Your well-known friend, and he says, "Gimbal, are you all right, my friend?"
Have you ever seen that before?
Seen what just happened?
Yeah. You ever seen a resurrection before?
You jest. No, never. This has never happened. You are blessed of Garl Glittergold. This has never happened in our the priest, he is still recovering. They pray he will make it through the night. He extended so much of himself in this effort, but do not take this in any way to mean that I judge you, for I do not, and you know that I and all of the other companions, all 5 of us, 4 now.
Yes, 4.
He nods. Tyra, the 4 of us will accompany you, and we are all that you will need. We have studied. Our arcane powers have grown. We could not use them in that holy place. You will see, and we will aid.
And Gimbal will look around. John, which one are you referring to? Are you Jinzik?
Yes.
Okay. He'll look around. Everyone, this is Jinzik. There's 5 of us. 4. We can manage this with 2 to 3 for him. Yes, Jinzik. I think this might do well. But do you guys know the area where the fort is?
Of course we do. We have known these orcs were but 2 to 3 miles from our own doorstep.
Mm-hmm.
And we will gladly drive them out. We were waiting for the right moment, and clearly this is it. Our arcane powers will not fail you, my friend. He walks. I'm sorry. I'll let you. It's real quick. He walks forward. He throws his arms around Gimbal. He hugs him and kind of rocks you back and forth for a moment. Go ahead, Lilith.
Lilith will stand up from the bed and walk towards where Gimbal is standing, and she'll kind of just put her hand on Gimbal's shoulder. You speak of arcane magic. Are you aware of the dragon?
We have heard. This is where the name Red Lord comes from. The Red Dragon. We are not afraid of him. He's immature. Our combined powers can definitely fell him.
You seem confident.
Jezek, is he sentient?
He is indeed, and I think you speak with the wit I would expect, Gimbal. I remember you, my friend, though it's been 25 years since we have seen you. I believe this immature dragon was duped. I think if we see him, he can be reasoned with. I think his mother, from what I have understood, was slain by Gajol and his kind, and he was duped and raised.
Gimbal,
Yes, Millie.
I heard you say something about possibly using magics to send messages. Are you or any of your people able to send messages across long distances?
I am not. Jenzek, are you or anyone in the living area in the clan able to?
I'm sorry, did you say it to me? Sorry, was it to me?
Yes, it was to you.
Sorry. I was sorry. My bad. Yeah, it's hard being a one-man band here. So, would you say it again?
Are you able to cast a long distance message spell?
How long and to whom?
I was possibly thinking, if it's something that you all can do, we have allies in Homeland, and we could possibly, their forces could join with us if they were able to travel overnight, and perhaps we could get the aid of the soldiers of Rufus and Byrne.
I assure you, we will not need them. The Guardians, with your power, we will be sufficient, and I am afraid I cannot cast a message as far as Hamlet.
Very well.
John, does he have the same attire on?
Yes.
Okay, so you would notice that Jenzek is wearing similar, another different, it's a dark colored robe, very similar, just a different dark color with the vertical symbols up and down. So when he speaks of, I'm sorry everyone, when Jenzek speaks of the Guardians, and he'll point to the cloaks, it is a long-standing understanding between a few of us who had studied together. I trust him.
As he says this, you see that same cloaked figure, the drow, with only his hands of ebony, shiny color that walks through the door. He says, Gimbal, I understand you have asked for spells. We have recovered what we can. These come from the spell book of... He drops his head for a moment. You understand.
And there will be an obvious shift in Gimbal, yet very still firm. Yes. I understand.
He hands you a set of scrolls, which include the following spells. Thank you, Chirigiet. Silent Image. Invisibility Sphere. Illusory Wall.
Okay.
And
Okay.
Shrink Image.
Shrink item?
Yeah, shrink guys, that's right. Yeah, sorry, that's what I meant. Shrink item. And also, hold on here, let me double check this last one. It is illusory wall, major image. Now remember, you have to be a proper level to cast those, so you have still the same level requirements. But he hands you each of these scrolls, and he says, "Go ahead."
Is that the case even if casting from a scroll? Can you upcast
No, yeah. So you can cast from the scroll, and that's a one use and it's done.
Yep.
Right? If you record it to your spell book, now you have it. So you can't cast it from the spell book, but you can cast from a scroll. I'm going to give that up to 2 levels ahead of your caster level. So you're fine up to 4th level casting from a scroll.
Yes.
But you lose it, then it's gone.
Now, can I record it to the book and still have the scroll? I still have that, right?
No. Once you record it, it vanishes from the scroll.
Okay. I just want to verify that.
That's right, yeah. Once you record it, it's gone.
Yep.
So you have a choice. Use it, record it, but not both.
Lilith will,
Go
Lilith
ahead.
will turn and kind of walk towards Millie and just kind of tug on her shirt a little bit and then walk into the corner without saying anything to her.
Millie will take that as a sign to follow, and so she'll go and see what Lilith wants. Yes, dear?
I'm unsure of the gnomes. They seem overly confident, and I really don't want to put any of us in danger or anyone else in danger, to be honest. I'm not sure. What do you think?
That's what I'm concerned about as well, actually. I find that there tends to be a very high sense of bravado around the people we've been encountering as of late, and that is of great folly. And it has led to many problems.
I think that
I worry that we are in over our heads.
What did he say? He said he wanted disinformation.
Galen, what he
Yeah.
asked from us? Yes, he just wanted information about the fort, so that they could do something with it.
Have you much experience with dragons, Millie?
I've never seen a dragon that close to me ever until the day at the fort. I mean, I've heard of them from tales. Everyone's heard of tales, but never.
Well, perhaps we should talk to everybody else and see what they think after the gnomes leave.
The gnome who's been talking to Gimbal, he tilts his head over, and he looks at the two of you, and he says, "Do not think we lack discernment of what words are spoken in our own home. We are not overconfident, and we hear all that happens here. The guardians, Gimbal can speak for. We can aid you. Trust us or not, but we can."
It is not trust, more concern. We just saw our friend fall, and I don't want to see that again. I shall talk to Gimbal.
I cannot assure that a friend will not fall. Combat always has that danger. What I can assure you is that the 4 remaining guardians, along with Gimbal, have potent arcane power, and we will lend it to you if you wish it. That's all I wish to say. And he steps back and walks over to the door.
Lilith will look curiously at Gimbal just to see how he reacts to what he just said.
Sober dance. A lot of what you see on Gimbal most of the time, what you'll see for now with Gimbal is a very blank soberness, and that's how you respond in this situation.
If there's a lull, Brim would like to step forward.
There is a lull, yes.
Lull.
I don't know much about magic, but you say the dragon can be communicated with? Can it speak?
All dragonkin have the power of speech, though not what mortals understand. I can speak with him.
Is there any way you could get it to where I could speak to him? If you say he's been...
And like a almost sickening smile comes to Brim's face.
If he's been enslaved, and he's willing to listen, I can turn him.
I can relay your words. I cannot give you the ability to understand his speech, but I can say what you say, and I can relay what he says to you.
Perfect.
He says through tightened jaw.
All right. Are we then ready to leave? I will gather the remaining guardians. We will follow you, Gimbal.
We rested?
Yeah, you rested. Yeah,
night,
yeah.
isn't it?
Oh,
No, I'm sorry. Yeah, so no, you read. This is the next morning. But it was
I was like, wait a minute.
yeah. I'm sorry. The rest was the break. When I took the break, you rested. Yeah. So everybody's at a long rest. Okay. So yeah, and I should have told you also. So just basic healing. This is the most comfortable rest you've had in some time. You get 3 hit points back from natural healing. All of you have your spells, your abilities. You're fully restored with those. Although whatever your damage was, 3 hit points is all you get.
Brim is still a bit sore and cut in places.
But good to go for the most part.
Alright, so Ellie's going to put on her armor and her coat and put her weapons away, and she's going to take up her newly beautifully braided hair and pin it back up with the braid still in. I don't know if it's already happened, but Millie and Shorewin would have done their training at some point in this.
We probably wouldn't have trained here, knowing that we just
Well, yeah, like out.
Well, no. So Shorewind probably wouldn't have trained at this point because of the battle yesterday.
Yeah, there's no good point to train in here either. So yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, if you guys are going to see Winston, can I come?
So Shorewood's going to say, I will need my steed by my side once again.
All right.
Lilith nods excitedly.
Okay, so is there anything else you want to do before? So Baton, he's given you the scrolls. He taps you on the shoulder. He gives you a nod. From his cloak, you barely see the shining of his eyes, his ebony skin giving no reflection of light.
Before I address Baton, did he give these? So he gave these spells in the morning.
Yes, yeah, we're in the morning now. Yeah, sorry. Vivian, no, we can't lose Vivi already. Sorry, go ahead, Josh.
So the requirement for learning them is it still an hour per level and then a gold cost, or how do you run it?
Yes. You will have to. You can record them all in your spell book. I'll give you that during the sort of hour of the night, but you cannot have memorized any of these new spells yet. But if you don't record them to your spell book, you can use them as scrolls as long as they're within 2 levels. And that's a good, while we're talking mechanics here, I got to give you guys some bad news. So, I am a huge fan of these Middle-earth crit tables. I'm actually in the process right now of reviewing something from one of our followers, our friends, Tim, the ever mysterious Tim. They call me Tim. He has crit tables he's been working on for 20 years, and they're somewhat adaptive of this, and they're the closest to my heart I've ever seen. I know Jay doesn't like it. He thinks they're vicious, but I'm doing it. I'm going to be playtesting, not tonight, but in future streams. The crit tables from Tim are going to be premiering on Blue Box because I love them. They are so close. All right, sorry. All right, I'm done. All right, back to you.
So Gimbal will look at Baitana, and I appreciate all you have done. And I know being here wasn't your plan in life. I do ask that so as long as you choose to stay, please mind my family. But thank you for your friendship.
He leans forward. He says, I assure you I will do so. Gimbal, your mother, your family, they are precious to me. And here, I give this to you for aid. And he hands you a potion, and it's glittering with silver inside it.
Do I know what it is?
Go ahead and roll identification.
It's under knowledge?
Yep. So it'd be knowledge, magic, arcana.
Arcana is the +9, so 18.
So you know this is an improved invisibility spell
Dang.
in the potion. All right, so hold on. So we've been waiting. For those about to shave, we salute you, and we cannot keep our great viewers waiting. Oh, and on time, another anonymous donation for the babyface, $1,230. Holy crap, I have to match this, and I will, I promise. So we had $2,460 already given to charity for the Save the Children Foundation. We need... Now you're getting to the real part here, Josh. Now we're really going to start seeing the baby face. So
Yep.
We need another piece.
I'm cutting it down to just mustache. Also, before we leave, Brim would like to possibly mooch and be like,
is there any way that there's any healers still here before we leave to possibly help a bit? Just asking.
All right, go ahead. And no, don't do both. Do one. Don't do both. We want to see one side. Oh my gosh. Oh, another 100. Thank you, Hunter. Oh, 1,300. What are you guys? You're trying to bankrupt me. You guys are awesome. All right, and you got to leave one side. All right. Oh. What a fantastic sport! Yeah. Oh, you look good though, man. I
saw that on Tinder.
What'd you wear?
Wait. Sorry. I'm sorry, Terry. What'd you say? If you saw that on Tinder, what?
I'm swiping. I'll let everybody decide how.
Oh my gosh! All right, I'm trying. The eyebrow wiggle made it for sure. My D&D stream is destroyed tonight. It's not my normal D&D. I know that. I'm never going to recover what I'm trying to do with my game tonight. It's just incredible. But thank you. All right, so he looks at you. What do you mean?
and he like will lift up the piece of armor and there'll just be like a gash wound that's like semi-healed.
I'm in pain. But if
He nods. He nods. He says, "You do not know what Gimbal means to me as a friend, and I have, on his behalf, though I have never given kindness to one of your type, your kind, if that is, I know what that feels like to be referred to as one of a kind. It has been said to me many times." And he reaches in a robe. He pulls out a white potion, almost phosphorus in glow. It's such a sharp contrast with his ebony fingers, which wrap around it. And he hands it to you. "Drink this potion. You will be well."
In the passing of it, before Brim takes it, Gimbal, standing between two things that are way bigger than him, trap name slip.
Raytana?
Baton.
Thank you.
Baton, yeah.
Betana, you know from your time here that when a gnome brings you in, accepts you, your family, no matter what.
This is the way of gnomes, yes.
Yes.
This is why I am here.
Brim, this is something that I wished to have had expressed sooner to you. Now, perhaps not common in gnome culture, but I have a brother pointing to Betana, and a brother pointing to Brim. And you see a different somberness or soberness come on him, a much more friendly. Together we are family. All different, all the same. Size, shape, and color. Let us move forward as such. Alright, that's good for you to drink. He's good.
Kind of lightly taps Gimbal on the chest, I don't know how to respond to this right now.
let's make it through this.
And he looks over at the drow.
You too.
And the drow pulls his hood down a bit, as like trying to conceal his face, still as though ashamed.
Brim will look down underneath the brim, lean down as much as he can, the 7.5 foot tall ogre, and he'll lift up his lip, tuck it over his tusk, and then bring it back out.
Nothing to hide here.
And he taps him on the chest.
Only brothers.
He nods as you tap him, unintentionally. You thump too hard. He kind of bounces back a bit with your strength, but he gives a nod. Do you quaff the potion?
So this is something I would like to ask as well. Like Joshua to DM, I'm down 9 points of health. Is this one of those things that's when you're down 30 that you would want to quit?
You don't know. He's handed you a silvery, glittering potion. So you have to decide what to do with it.
And question, in 3.5/first edition, drinking a potion an action?
Yeah, but it doesn't matter when you're not in combat, right? So yeah.
Yeah, I'm just making sure.
That's the way to think of it.
Yeah, I mean, he wants to prepare. He looks at it just...
Not a heavy drinker, but it looks like elven milk.
And he, throws it back.
All right, you toss back the elven milk, and it was a good question you asked. I'm not sure you made the right choice. You are fully healed. That was a healing potion. So full restoration of all hit points, even if you were from 0, but you are now fully healed.
Well, I know for the future.
He nods. He puts a hand on your shoulder. I am thankful for your friendship. He squeezes and he turns around and walks out. Gimbal, all of the remaining guardians walk in. There are now 4 gnomes. Only 1 remaining female, 3 males that stand with their vertically inscribed robes. Owlie B, thank you. I didn't know you were another sub. Thank you for the sub. All standing in the front. You've all rested. And again, the leader speaks to you. We are ready when you are, Gimbal.
I think my companions here brought up a point. Perhaps some time for myself to prepare. Batana just gave me these scrolls, and I will need time to learn them. A half a day, 3/4 of a day. I do not think I will be that useful without them.
Well enough, friend. Take your time.
Some time, and time for Millie to meal over some of these questions she has about our ability to face a dragon. And perhaps you can speak with Brim. Is a red dragon really as fierce as I've heard of them to be? Do we really want to try to reason with it? I know they can be, but...
Another anonymous donation. Thank you so much. $1,350. Holy crap. Amazing tonight. So far beyond my expectations. He looks at you. This is fair, Brim. Take your time, rest. Gimbal, take your time and rest. Sorry. And I'm just thinking about the beer. That's all I can focus on right now. Take your time and rest. By midday, you can have those spells memorized and we can leave. To your question about red dragons, remember, this is not a red dragon. This is an infantile, immature red dragon. This thing is still quite young. If we meet it, I think if we must, we could fell it. If we can persuade it to realize it has been duped.
What does Gimbal know from his studies about red dragons? He trusts him, but what does Gimbal know?
Yeah, so go ahead and make a knowledge check, and let's do knowledge arcana for this one again.
Okay.
And Myomorph, yes, trick it to fight the orcs. That's right.
By the way, I got new dice, green and red.
Oh, very nice. And remember, we're giving out new dice here in just a little bit. These gorgeous, I'll pull them out of the bag again, from our newest sponsor, Cozy Gamer. These dice are so pretty. Oh my gosh, Christoph! Oh, $100 donation for. We're getting closer to the eyebrows, Josh. $1,450 tonight. I'm sorry. I've seen other charity streams. It's our first one we've ever done. I cannot believe how well we have done tonight. I am so thankful to all of you.
Is
all
the
right.
eyebrow thing a real thing? Is that happening, Josh?
That's up to Josh. Eyebrow or man bun, your choice.
Once we leave, the other part of the beard's coming off. That's all I'm saying for now.
All right. So go ahead, Gimbal.
He got a 17.
So you know there are maturation stages of dragons, and you know what you saw was a very immature red dragon. Even with a 20-foot wingspan, able to carry an orc, this was by no means, a mature, certainly not great, not ancient. Not, so it's very, very much in the immature stages of development.
Yeah, I mean, let's take a half day. Let's wait till the sun is high. And I do not speak for the crew. We all speak together. So we will make the choice at that time of how we proceed. This will be, and he gets kind of into it, will be wiped away from these lands, both by yourselves and likely us. Millie likes her coin anyways. So, it will be wiped out of this land. But the group will speak.
Lilith turns to move into the corner of the room. And John, I sent you a message on Discord.
Okay, I'll pull it up right now. Go ahead.
Yeah. No, I just said I just moved into the corner of the room.
Yes, you can.
How do you want to do it though?
So you choose, like, so.
You ask DM how you want to do it.
Yeah, you do it as you would like. So as this happens, Baton turns, he leaves the room, and you see Lilith walks over into one of the corners of this room, and we're doing theater of mind here because I've got different scenes set up. So this is part of the DMs not knowing what players are doing. You see Lilith walks to the corner of a room and she starts praying. So you're doing what you said. So Gimbal, you're memorizing or recording or doing whatever you want to do with those scrolls and those spells. They've said the Guardians will come back at midday.
I'm sorry. So is it an hour per level?
Yes. So you pick in how many hours you want, but
Okay.
let's assume it's for sake of let's assume it's 7 a.m. So you can take, if you want to wait till 1 or 2 in the afternoon, you've got 5 or 6 levels of spells there that you can record, memorize, or do as you wish.
Perfect. That's what I needed.
Great. Lilith?
She just kind of it looks like she's praying in the corner. She doesn't seem to, it seems a bit off for her. She usually kind of either, not normal to her normal demeanor, but she just goes to the corner. As far as you guys can tell, it looks as though she's praying.
Okay. All right. As you're praying, I've also Discord messaged you back, Lilith.
Yes, I see it. Yeah.
All right, good. All right, anyone else do anything? So you see Gimbal, he's fervently poring over these scrolls, memorizing them. Lilith is praying in the corner. Rayam is tapping her foot, clearly impatient. Ashrin is just, she's actually looking in a mirror at her newly coiffed hair, and she seems quite pleased with what Millie has done to help her. What's everyone else doing?
Brim will sit at the table and begin writing a letter to someone. And once he finishes that, within like the first hour or so, he'll put it in his bag, and then he'll lay out 2 different kind of pads, one of the winter blanket and one of his bedroll, and as always, it's open for Ashrin to come pray. As he leans down, he does the touching of the eyes and then the bolt on the forehead and begins to pray.
So as you do this, Ashrin, she walks over and she sort of grips your arm with both of her arms and lays down, and you hear her kind of quietly praying. She seems comforted by your presence. Nothing suggestive, just welcoming. All right, now it's time for you to shave the mustache from that side. So
he still has a piece on the side too.
I know. So you gotta leave the long piece on the left. You gotta just shave from the middle part over to the right. Yes. Oh, he denies the DM. You're gonna deny the DM? Come on, make it fun for the viewers. It's a 15-minute section of your life, Josh.
For the mad chatters.
Come on, give the viewers what they want to see. Come on, mad chatters. Let us know what you want to see.
Hype them up. Get them to do what we want.
The checkerboard effect. Yes. So, look, it's not forever, Josh. It's just for a second. Just that little bit. It's for kids, man.
John, Rory, are you counting how many times John says it? Please tell me you will. That is amazing.
See, some people are saying they want to see the full stash. Other people are saying do it.
All right. So how many? So type full stash or half.
You can make a poll if you want.
Yeah, make a poll real quick. This is not a normal Blue Box stream, I promise you. We normally play D&D here. Lots of fun, combat, role play. We don't normally, it's a special night for us. Go ahead, Josh.
If by the time that we're done and ready to go on the trip, we get to 1,500, I'll shave half.
Okay, all right. I think that's fair. All right, so we only need $30 more. All right, so Gimbal.
For the children.
No, and it's real. Like I don't want to make fun of this. Like this is real. We really do want to help children all across the world. But obviously, we're having a little bit of fun with it on the stream. But thank you to everyone. And so Josh has said, if by the time the party's ready to leave, which my goodness, we're all ready for them to leave. When they get there, if we're at 1,500, which is only $30 away, he's going to shave one half of the mustache. Yeah, that's all you need. All right. So, Gimbal, you finished recording the spells, and you are now prepared. You see the remaining guardians walk in, one by one by one by one. Each in their robes. We are ready, Gimbal. Shall we do this?
Gimbal will finish writing real quick and puts 2 scrolls away, as 3 of them have become blank parchment. And he looks to the group and they see that Somberness, the Soberness to him. Both Somberness and Soberness to him. It is.
There it is.
It is.
Oh, we hit 1,500. That was from another anonymous. Oh, Christoph. Christoph got your. Oh.
Chip in the other half.
No, that was perfect. He did it just right. Thank you, Christoph. You gave us that glorious moment. This is barely D&D tonight. I'm sorry, but it's fun anyway. All right, so they're standing by now.
It is.
Oh, Redicky. Redicky's been such a great fun. Thank you so much. All right, go ahead.
Hearing voices. He'll look to the group, kind of. Again, he's made it clear this is not a choice. He's, you know, if Grim was to ask, he's made his kind of peace with the question Grim asked about responsibility. But he's putting it to the group. Everyone asks valid questions about what is our strength and what is these things. And in the last 7 hours, these things would have become, you know, pretty evident to everyone. So he's leaving it as a collective group decision. He's not pulling the trigger on this one.
All right. Ram, she taps her foot in the corner. He said, "No, time that we go."
And Shoreman's going to stand and say, "I am ready."
Grim? Millie? Lilith?
When you call the list name, she kind of looks over her shoulder a bit and then turns back into the corner and looks like she's fiddling with something. And she kind of does this.
All right.
Brim clasps the ram skull on his chest, and he nods.
You even got ass.
All right. So, is the party ready to set out?
Millie?
We will go.
Are you sure? We don't have to. There's no shame in us going back to Hummit.
There is none. No, the party chooses. You guys do what you wish.
We don't have to go forward in this. We've done what we were asked. And more.
On that
Indeed.
short, on that Shoreman's gonna look around and say, "Friends, I have to go, for I have to find out something. Whether or not you go is your choice, but I will be making my way towards the orcs."
Gimbal will look at Shorewind in the moment, and just like before, after a while back, the other day when he bowed to Shorewind, he will do the same. You see his cloak expand, drape down as he bows. The words I said to Batana and Brim, Shorwin, do not stand alone with them. And he'll look at everyone. For me, each, and he'll nod his head, each one of you are Gnomish family. If you go, I go. And if I go, and he'll point to the other gnomes, they go. But I do not speak for the rest of you either.
Lilith will stand up from in the corner, and she'll walk over to Millie. Can I borrow your dagger?
Which one, dear?
It doesn't matter.
I'll take the one out of the little sheath that I wear on my leg, and I'll hand it to you.
And you'll see she takes the dagger, and then she sits back on the floor, and she'll pull out that dress that Brim had bought for her in that store, and she'll start cutting up the dress.
Oh, wow.
Into strips.
Wow, okay.
Gimbal, can I say something?
Uh-huh.
I have given a great deal up to stay here and to bring you back to us, and for what I sacrificed, I feel I need to see this through. And Ashran,
Yes.
you
What?
asked me yesterday what the bolt was, what that meant to me.
I did indeed, yes.
I think it's time I explained.
She leans forward, again, kind of sweeps the freshly cut hair, and she gives you a smile, like trusting. You've not seen this from her before. She seems to be bonding to you, and she's listening to your words.
Because I need you all to understand the significance of what I gave up to be part of this group. Yes, I appreciate the abilities for us to work together and earn me coin. That is grand. But I have found myself surprisingly more fond of this odd band of merry misfits than I have ever felt before in my life, really. And so, therefore, I think I do need to explain what that meant.
She nods kind of slowly, her eyes trained on you.
So, to properly explain what that is, I must give you some backstory.
Well, what do you mean?
Give me a moment, dear. This is difficult for me. When I was a young girl, I had a father whom I looked up to very much, who I've told you about before when you asked me why the sea.
Yes, I remember.
He was a dashing man who fell in love with a beautiful elven woman who was one of the finest bards and most skilled thieves anyone has ever seen, I do believe. She used her song to entice those around her, and she would rob them and leave them, and that's what she did until she met my father. And he was different.
Different how?
He was kind, and he treated her with a respect that, as a woman working in a tavern, she had not seen from any men before.
No, not kind in taverns. Very rare to see kindness.
And they fell in love, and they married, and
Oh.
soon came myself.
How beautiful.
and my younger sister a few years after. And they bought themselves a small house, and
What
my
a precious
father
story. Thank you for sharing with me. It's precious.
And my father bought a ship, and he named it the Crimson Rose after my mother.
Oh, this is the kindest tale I've ever heard. What a wonderful tale.
And he had gone on various commissions to do things over time, and would take leave for a month and then go back out onto the sea to keep our family well taken care of.
Does this tale take a bad turn, I take it?
Dear, can you maybe...
I'm sorry.
I do not mean to be rude.
I'm sorry. Please continue, but I just...
But my father took a final commission from a very unpleasant person. And when he was to return, he disappeared. And shortly thereafter, my mother left my sister and I on my grandmother's front steps and disappeared herself. And so it was. Well, years went by, I joined the crew. I've told you this already, and my captain, who I sailed with on that ship, he was something like a father to me, and I asked him if he ever heard tale of Bitterbert von Tomf, that he would let me know.
Bitterbert?
Bitterbert. And one morning, we were nearing port again, and he had said he had heard word that his ship was to be in the port, and so I was given leave from the crew to go and see if it was true, to see if my father had returned. And so I took all of the wages that I had earned by being part of this crew, and I worked very hard to get there. And I bought myself this coat and my armor because I wanted to look the most fabulously piratical that I could to impress my dear daddy.
By the way, all of you are hearing this. They're within earshot. Continue.
And that night, I had taken my satchel of things with me, and I had gone onto the ship, the Crimson Rose, and I found my father. And he greeted me and doted upon me and said, "Oh, my dear Millie, I have missed you so. I cannot explain where I have been."
Oh, I'm so glad to hear he greeted her that way. I was so scared what you would say.
But
Brim is going to come up to like Ashwin's side and just kind of put his hand on her shoulder and just...
By the way, it's so hard to take you seriously like that, Josh. Sorry. She kind of cowers back down again.
But he told me, because it had been late in the evening at this point, he told me that he would show me to the cabin and let me rest for the evening, and we would speak in the morning. We had so much catching up to do. It was very important that he tell me everything that I had missed, and so I believed him. He was my father.
Of course. She covers her mouth.
And I fall asleep. And to my great surprise, the next thing I know, my feet are bound, my hands are bound, and I am secured to a chest that has been weighted with stones. And my father shoved that chest overboard in the middle of the sea and left me to drown!
No!
And every inch of me was sure that I would die that night. I managed to get a hold of the dagger that Lilith holds there. And I cut my bonds. And I do not know, but I found my way back to shore.
How? How did you survive?
I do not know. But that rage has carried me through to this day, and that bolt that I gave was for him. And I owe him that. So, giving that up for Gimbal, that is the greatest sacrifice I have made in my entire life, and I am damned if I will not see it through.
So Ashrin, she says no more. Between your words and Brim's remonstration, she just drops her head. Tears are falling from her cheeks. She's a sensitive soul. But Gimbal, you hear all of this as well.
So Gimbal, that's my answer. Where you go, I go. Until I have what needs to be done. Or past that. You are my friend. You all are my friends, and it does not matter at the end of the day. I die now, I die later. But I am here. My blades are yours. And she just kind of sits on the side of the bed that she's standing next to.
You said you're sitting on the bed?
Yeah, just at the edge.
I don't know if Millie would see it, but those that can see Gimbal would see it. You see him starting to well up with the words that were spoken at the end. The real somberness to him the whole time, but then with the final words starting to well up, and an odd but familiar smile comes on his face, and he hops down from the table, and he'll where are your weapons at?
I wear them. Yeah, so I have both. And Lilith has one.
Not in hand.
No, I'm wearing them on my belt.
But he hops down with this kind of grin to his face that is somewhat recognizable from the Gimbal you know. And he just bolts towards you, and he'll, basically for 3 foot, jump, flying Superman tackle you to the bed and give you a hug. And he won't stay there too long, but he's gonna give you.
Yeah. This is a Me Too day, so be careful with that. Your gnomishness gives you a little bit of a hall pass there, but all right. So Millie, Gimbal rushes over. He jumps at you, grapples you with his arms into the bed, just to give you a very platonic hug. And then pops back off the bed.
So a very platonic hug.
Yeah, you caught that.
And Millie just kind of laughs and says, "I guess this is my life now."
And sitting next to you, Gimbal will he'll hit you with his, bump you with his elbow, and Millie, we all have things, and the ghosts in my closet are been forced out. Again, his now purposely ensuring his forearms are up. And the ghosts that I was subjected to while I was dead were not fun. But we are a family, and he gets this chippiness about him again, trying to pull through this moment of the old Gimbal, and he'll throw up dancing lights, just to get forcing through the moment of trying to bring some cheer and joy. He'll cast prestidigitation to get some sound, just some minor sounds going. Like,
all right, Gimbal begins casting. He casts spells that illuminate the room, and you see lights dance around. And as he does so, the illumination against the walls, and I'm sorry, I can't stop laughing. I think it was Pat said, remember that Millie did see Gimbal naked, and that's true, she did.
We all did.
We all did. That's also true.
All right, so Gimbal, you cast spells that create lights and dancing, and there's a bit of joy. It goes red, and then it goes blue, and then back to red, and the lights dance around the room. And then they stop.
In these moments, these final moments, just let us smile. And he'll look over to Lilith.
And Lilith will get off the ground. She'll take what's remaining of the dress and kind of shove it back in her bag. And you see her kind of like holding something in her hand, and she starts to put them back in her pocket. She'll walk over to Millie. Are you Gimbal? You're on the table now, or where are you?
I'm sitting a slight distance away from Millie.
A slight distance away from Millie. Lilith will walk up to Millie and hand her dagger back. Thank you.
You're welcome, dear. And she'll slide it back in the sheath on her leg.
And then you see she has something in her hand. The thing that is in her hand that resembles a crossbow bolt, and the cloth that she had cut off, she had tied into like a string as a necklace, and she puts it over your head, and she just puts her hands on either side of your face and puts her forehead to your forehead after hearing your story. And she just leans back and she goes, I'll tell you later.
Ooh,
and
okay.
Millie replies in Elvish, I look forward to hearing what this is.
Okay, now I'm super intrigued. All right, and so have I missed? Let me go. I think I have missed. So, okay, gotcha. All right, I saw your. Okay, got it. All right, thank you, Vivi.
You're welcome.
All right, so the gnomes now, they stand in the doorway. The remaining members of the Guardians. Are we ready?
Do you believe so?
As we'll ever be here.
Oh, almost.
Mother!
Gimbal will crawl up the back of Brim and sit on his shoulder.
He scrabbles up. We have Master Blaster once again.
So he like Bram just wanting to go, like he's getting hyped up, then it goes down, hyped up, then he goes back down. He like puts the axe into the ground, just like not even looking at Gimbal, like I love him a lot. Let's keep, and then he feels the crawling up on his leg. He reaches back and pulls him all the way up.
Oh, how endearing. All right, Gimbal, so as you're crawling up his back, he grabs you, he pulls you up the rest of the way, and plops you on his substantially wide shoulder.
Now we're ready.
You know you're gonna have a companion for this.
As he reaches down towards the one that said that he could translate for me to the dragon.
Ride or walk?
I will walk, sir.
Gimbal will say, he'll kind of whisper down into Brim's ear, and he'll say, hey, say, and he'll point at one, and he actually points to Flock, I don't know fantasy name. Let's go with Floxy.
Yeah, there's a Floxy.
Look, and he'll whisper, that one's Floxy, she's pretty cool, but she'll like to ride.
Let's go!
So Brim apparently ignores your instructions. Now, before we head outside, which, by the way, I would never have believed it would take us this long, 2.5 hours to get outside. But so be it. And I cannot say thank you enough. $1,600 given by our, holy crap. I mean, that is absolutely incredible, which means $3,200 because I'm going to match. So we've already raised over $3,200 for the Save the Children Foundation. And I'm not saying I want to raise any more, like what because I got to match it all. But no, you guys are incredible. So Josh, before we go outside, you got to keep just this piece and get the mustache there, yeah, and leave just that last little piece.
Oh, leave this.
Yeah, exactly. Yes.
Fine, anything.
I'm still wondering, do the eyebrows and the bottom get going?
Well, we're not gonna. Well, maybe if we get to 2,000, we'll talk. But I don't think we're gonna get there tonight unless somebody surprises me. I think all of our viewers have given all they had, and I'm so appreciative. I'm never, I think tonight I feel the best about this because I don't merchandise. This is all going to charity. Every single dollar. Oh my gosh. Oh, the Saint of Bindings. Hello, I've never seen you before. Thanks so much for joining us. Please give us a sub or a follow. And oh wow, that is glorious. Josh, I'm pissed actually because you still look good. Everything you do tonight, you still rock it. I keep wanting to embarrass you and I can't. I want to talk about this real quickly here. I meant to do this earlier.
You have to be ashamed to be embarrassed. Come on.
No, that's exactly right. So hey, look, this is the Save the Children website, and I wanted to talk about this morning or earlier today, and I forgot to mention this. But what's really important here is not only what they do, but I look at their financial information. And look at this here. 87% of every dollar given goes straight to help children, program services. Only 8% goes to fundraising efforts. 5% goes to general management. So when you give to this charity, and when we give to this charity, almost 9 out of every $10 goes straight to helping a child. And this is very important when you look at charities. You want to make sure there's not too much overhead. This is a really, really good charity that we're supporting here tonight. And we are so thankful to all of you that have helped us. All right. You step out. It is but a short 2 miles. Thank you, Seekzilla. And make sure, thank you for the cheer, but make sure, we really want to just support the charity tonight as well. So you can click that donation link, which I think is popped up there as well. Not that I ever want to, but thank you so much. But we really want to make sure we're supporting that charity tonight. And all right, so you are now outside. And as you're thank you, the Saint of Bindings, for the follow. And at last, we actually have a chance to get to some of our outside views here. And so, as you are wandering outside, you are led. Rayam continues to help you as you walk through the Cron Hills.
Now, Winston has been brought out, I'm assuming.
Yeah, so you've got your horse.
I'm going to go ahead and mount on Winston.
Okay.
Can Lilith have a greeting with Winston?
Lilith can do whatever she would like, whatever, if the Shorewind doesn't stop you. But yes, so you see Winston, he still has the braids in his mane. Shorewind mounts him, and...
You just got a disadvantage, John.
Okay. Oh, all right. I see what you're doing there, Seek. I like it. Not really, but that's fine. And Winston actually pivots over and looks at Lilith as you mount.
What, how is Sean looking at me right now? Is it disdain? What look am I getting from you, Sherwin?
So Sherwin looks as Winston kind of turns. Winston looks back. Not Winston, I'm Sherwin. Finally did it. Sherwin looks back. Winston, Right now, we have some business to take care of. Please, focus. And I just pat his head ever so gently. You can mingle with her later.
As you say this, Winston, he casts a glance over his equestrian shoulder and kind of raises up as though he's been somewhat insulted. And he casts a glance at you before he shakes his withers.
Lilith will just pat his rear as he walks by. Not sure when. Just to clarify.
Good clarification.
All right, as you do this, Winston he kind of shakes, and as he looks over his shoulder, Lilith, you could almost be certain that you get a wink from the horse.
Oh, yes. Hey, tell me I don't get treatment. I don't need a treat MVP. I gotta wait for Winston. Take it home. I'm good.
All right, so anything else before you set out on the road? All right, so you set out, and as you travel, as I said, it's go ahead.
Sorry, John.
Go ahead.
So before we're setting out, he will lean over, shout down to one of the gnomes, I guess, because he's kind of high up there.
Yeah, so you've got all four of the remaining members of the Guardians are with you.
Yeah, and he'll shout down to Nimmin. Nimmin, I know this is super odd kind of request. Do we have any large barrels, preferably something full of some type of oil or some kind of flammable fuel source in it? The larger the barrel, the better.
He looks up at you.
Gimbal, do you mean what I think you mean? Do you not think I have enough arcane power? I can cast conflagrations beyond imaginations. I need no barrels of oil or anything beyond this. I need no alcohol. I can do great things.
Nimmin. That's what you're doing.
Well, I don't think a DM has ever been told to shut up by his players more than I've been told to shut up tonight. That's awesome.
I know you can do a lot. That's not what I mean. I know. But in preparation, and I can figure out how to return it to the clan, but if we have an ability to construct a very large barrel, or if you have it already, we're great, then we fill it with as much kind of flammable fuel. It would be very useful, even if it's, just, a couple GSUs tall.
GSUs? What? You're adults from your raising, I think. Your mind is not working right. Gimbal, again, I tell you, we need no such machinations. We need no such improper things that would be used against it. We have our own powerful incarnations. We have arcane powers. You're with the Guardians, Gimbal.
Did you hear that? He hasn't heard of the Gimbal Standard Unit. Are you quite out of fashion, aren't you? Not knowing what a Gimbal Standard Unit is.
Disappointing.
It is disappointing.
He looks around like he's totally confused. Has no idea. A Gimbal Standard... What?
Do you got a barrel about 6 feet tall? Kind of the size of barrel.
God.
Well, I'm sure we could find one, yes?
Okay, would we be able to, real quick, if get that barrel, fill it with as much fuel source, whether that be like a kerosene or some kind of flammable fuel source, and just let me bring it with.
All right, so be it.
So he runs back inside. You're standing outside. Winston is still kind of prancing, alternately obeying your command, Shorewin, and casting sidelong glances at Lilith. So it takes several moments, but then 4 gnomes come out carrying a 6-foot barrel that's laden with some whatever substance. Go ahead, Brim.
Some kind of flammable.
Well, you don't know yet. You can't tell, but yeah, they're bringing it out.
Who's carrying this? I don't think it comes with wheels.
John, sorry, I don't mean to interrupt you guys. It is my short week.
I know. So we'll. Okay. All right. Real quick. All right. Go ahead.
Check this out, Grim. I'll carry it. And he'll crawl down. And see, you guys are magically intelligent, but not always intelligent. And he'll lay his hand on it, and I don't know, maybe someone in chat can help me out with this. Down to size, come down to my size. And he'll cast Shrink Item. So what it does is it takes it down to a 16th of its size, like 1/4000th of its volume size.
Yep.
He'll pick this little tiny barrel off the ground and put it in his pocket and say, I got it.
Kimball?
Yeah?
How long does that spell last?
Oh, roughly one day.
Oh, okay.
Please, no one hit my chest. Okay, please.
Noted.
Please don't do that. The goal, just so you all know, is if this item gets thrown, as soon as it hits, it expands to the full size. It's the barrel. Hey, you guys filled it with something flammable, right? Like liquid flammable?
Oil, yes.
Okay.
Lamp oil.
So now we have a big oil kind of latent device that we can burn some walls with.
That's very clever of you.
All right, so Gimbal picks up now this diminutive barrel, which he has shrunk with his newly gained power. And this is a warning to the DM. Every spell I give to Rory turns into something very clever. And you tuck it in your breath. So you approach, and for sake of time, we need to close off here real quick. You approach the fort. As you arrive at the fort, you see, and if you can look at your cameras here, you should now see that. You see there is, so I have the party here, and I know you're not necessarily that close to you're a little more careful than that, right? But you're back, and as you approach it, you see the gates of the fort. What you notice is missing, you do not see the dragon.
Just a quick question. I know this has to be quick, but did we decide to split into 2 or 3 groups? And maybe that can be answered for next week, but just something to think about, because we had thought about that ahead of time.
We can do that next week.
Yep.
All right. So you approach the fort. You see again, there are orcs. And again, you're not this close, so they can't see you. But you see orcs up on the parapets here, here, here. Let me switch to a different camera. You have a different view here. You can see still you have the one up on the central tower here. You have some sitting on the walls of the fort, some in the back, and you see no sign of the dragon. And that's where we're going to pick up next week. I had no idea it would take us this long to get here, or if you guys would go back to Hamlet, which I was prepared for as well. I've got the Hostler Gondiguts Inn over here as well if you would have gone that way. But thank you. Now, Lilith has to get going, Vivi, and so you can bounce whenever you need to. But we're going to do this giveaway tonight. We have these gorgeous... What's that?
Stream MVP.
Yeah, we're going to stream MVP. We have these gorgeous dice we're giving away tonight. And so I'm going to kick off that in the Nightbot. But also, and most importantly, we've had this incredible charitable effort. So $1,600, 1,601 have been given. What that means is 3,202 will be given, because I will match, and I'm going to do that live before we close out. So you'll see me do it, so you know I'm not making this up. And then if anybody else wants to give, please donate to Save the Children. We'll drop that link one more time in. The Save the Children charity is one of the best charities I can think of to support. This is helping kids all over the world with everything from disease, starvation, child trafficking, all the ailments and ills that are affecting children all over the world. And this is what we are really wanting to support here on Blue Box. So you can save the children, and if anybody else wants to give, join, or follow. So we're going to go ahead and kick off the giveaway in a second. We're going to do our stream MVP. We'll give everybody a chance to say that, and we'll let Lilith go first in case she has to go. But before we do any of that, if you're watching tonight and you're a follower and you haven't subbed, or if you're just watching and you haven't followed, we have one question for you. What are you doing? Oh my gosh, another $400 just came in. Josh, wasn't that the eyebrow mark? Holy crap, $400. We are now at 2001. Oh, I don't know who that anonymous person was, but thank you. My bank account doesn't thank you because that means now I've got to give two. We are raising $4,000. $4,000 tonight. Holy crap. I'm sorry. I'm losing my mind here, guys. I had no idea we would do this tonight. I thought we would be lucky to get to 500. I just, from the bottom of my, I'm getting better at this, bottom of my heart, thank you to all of our viewers. Thank you to all of you. What you have done tonight absolutely blows my mind. So Josh, we're going to let you shave what you want to shave, and I'm going to get ready for the giveaway here. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry guys, I'm losing it here. I'm so humbled.
Thank you. Thank you guys.
Yeah, you don't mean that, do you?
No,
I know, I'm teasing. Holy crap.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that baby face. Oh my. Anybody that didn't stay to watch this, you are missing out.
We're now a rated G.
We are. Oh, wow. I swear, Josh, I'm so angry at you. Every stage, you look good. Like nothing you did tonight didn't look good. Even with one half of a mustache hanging off, you look great tonight. Look at that guy. Oh my gosh. Woo! Everybody give Josh a hand. Thank you, Josh.
He'll be heading into his freshman year tomorrow.
Christoph is right. You got the cutest little baby face. Holy crap. $2,000. Okay, so the giveaway, yes, bravo, Josh, bravo. This is amazing. I cannot believe what we have done tonight. What an example. Incredible, Josh. Like, if you were going to give that beard up, to give it up for a cause like this, for an amount like that, could not be better. And you look good, man.
I'm so happy, guys.
I'm so happy too, man. Woo! Hold on, I'm gonna lose it. We can't let.
Oh, mama.
And you have your mom join us tonight.
Mama Blake.
I'm blown away. Sorry, guys, I don't like to lose it like this on stream, but I'm really thankful. Okay, so the giveaway is !Cozy, because it's Cozy Gamer, so COZY.
No, that's the command for bringing up her stuff, so it can't be that.
Oh, it can't be. Oh, okay, great. No, don't do that then. Let me change it. Thank you. So let's make it, like a rapper, Cozy G. All one word, Cozy G, COZYG, all lowercase, !Cozy G. I'll pop it in the chat here so you can see. Cozy G there, and that's going to be for the dice giveaway rather. And let's go ahead and let's talk about stream MVP, and we're going to start with you, Lilith, because I know you got to go here in a second. Lilith, why should you be stream MVP tonight? You're muted. I think you're muted.
You're muted.
I said I don't know. I'm just distracted by the beard. I feel like it's an obvious choice right now.
No, but you still got it. You can still give your effort. Like, this is part of the...
Lilith, for being a little bit odd today. You don't know what the heck she's been up to, being all mysterious and such.
She did some cool stuff. Yep.
Obviously, always keeping an eye out for her best friend, Millie, hence why Millie. And I'm getting a wink from Winston, I think. Amazing my life.
That was pretty cool. All right, let's go to Gimbal. Gimbal, why should you be stream MVP? And by the way, anytime Vivi you need to leave, go ahead. I'll kill your cam when you do. Gimbal.
Well, you see, I'm Gimbal. That's one. Gimbal is kind of going through a transformation of sorts, and I think he's been handling it appropriately for this situation. He's kind of been bouncing back and forth between odd and stern and funny and loopy. He gave Millie a hug, and he climbed back up on Brim's shoulder, and he introduced his old friends and his new friends and made a family of all friends.
Well said. Well said. All right, Shorewin, why should you be stream MVP?
Well, Shorewin should be MVP, mainly because he finally feels as if he's coming into this group as a part of the group and no longer this outsider looking in. Also, it was nice to have Gimbal. It was nice to have Gimbal say that he was part of a family now.
Well said. Well said. All right. I'm sorry, guys. I'm losing here. Millie, why should you be stream MVP?
This was a hard night for Millie. I'm just gonna say that, and she gave a part of her to this group of people that she has found that she can trust, and she would give her life for any of them. So
that role play, that backstory stuff, that was absolutely incredible. All right, I can't think of any reason, but why would Brim be MVP tonight?
I don't really know. Like, honestly, Brim was kind of just there to be a support and help to those around him and just try and make sure that everyone knows that he's there to support them through whatever they choose at the end of the day.
All right, so let's open up the voting. You can vote for stream MVP.
it's up now.
And it's up, and hopefully we can raid Will here in a minute. Hopefully he's up. Remember, virtual Greyhawk Con is coming up October 2nd through 4th. Want to make sure we keep shouting that out. Thank you to Lord Gasumba. Thank you to Christoph, Greyhawk Online, Orc Journal, all of our friends in the Greyhawk community. You guys are so amazing, and virtual Greyhawk Con is going to be incredible. I'm speechless right now. $4,000. $4,000 tonight for saving the children. Just thank you. We're going to do this dice giveaway in a second, so if you haven't done the Cozy G, C-O-Z-Y-G, make sure you type that in, and the stream MVP is up. All right, so what I'm going to do is I always do here. We're going to run, Lilith, I'm guessing you're going to have to probably leave in a second here, so I'll just do 4.
4 minutes.
Okay, all right, so I'll do it real quick then. So we're going to roll this 5 times. Each one of you is going to have one of our viewers. You're going to roll a d20 for. So the first one is Machik. All right, you're up. Next one is Mystical Unicorn Painting. Oh my gosh, she's been so lucky. Next
Does that mean
one.
I'm rolling for Machik? Because I usually do the first person.
Yeah. Orion Noir. Okay, such a great follower, such a great viewer. Phantom NJ, a sub as well. And then the last one, and you guys, so let's go in order. I know Evelyn's keeping track of all this, so you can assign them. And then the last one, Kiegya. Oh, Kiegya, you've been such a great follower and viewer tonight. Also a sub. All right, so.
I've got Magic. Let's see, that means Lilith has Orion Noir. Gimbal has Phantom. Brim has Kiegya. Do we need to do one more?
We need one more then.
Mystical unicorn painting.
Yeah, Mystical Unicorn. It didn't pop up in the chat. That's weird. Yeah, but Mystical Unicorn, they won also.
So I got Mystical.
All right. Okay. So let's start with you, Lilith. Vivi, you roll for yours first. Remember, if they're a sub, they get 2.
So 2, right?
Yep. 2d20.
First one is a 19.
Oh,
Nice.
and that was for who? Remind me again.
Or Noir.
Okay, you got Orion Noir. Oh, awesome.
Okay, and the second one is a 7, so I'll take that.
All right, so the 19. Okay, very good. Let's go to Gimbal. Rory, who do you have?
Phantom, and he's a sub, right?
Yes, he is.
Okay. 15.
15. All right, sorry, Phantom. Close. That was a good roll, but not good enough. Let's go to Terry.
All right, we're rolling for Mystical. Now, Mystical does not have enough dice.
No. Mystical, probably the last thing that she needs is another set of dice.
No, the limit does not exist.
No, it's not. It's right.
No way.
What'd you roll? What'd you roll?
Nat 20.
A nat 20! Oh my gosh! Mystical unicorn! Holy smokes! That's why we like the dice around here. All right, let's go to you. Go ahead, Evelyn.
Alright, I'm steering for magic, and he could use some new dice. I'm
No kidding.
No way.
No.
Oh, I can't see it! It's a natural 20!
Another nat 20! Oh! That's so gloriously perfect for tonight. We've had a nat 20 night here on Blue Box. Raising $4,000 for a charity in one night blows my mind. It's a nat 20 night. All right, let's go to you. We'll do that roll off in a second. Let's see what you got. Hold on, we got a kid on the show. Young man, can I see your ID, please?
Where'd Josh go?
Oh!
That's my ID. Okay, yeah, I'm so sorry.
All right, let's go, Kia. Come on.
Okay, an 18.
Oh, such a good roll, but not good enough tonight. All right.
Battle tonight.
I know. Well, that's
Save those for that drink.
that's the nature of the die for sure. Thank you, all of our So we had a winner. The winner of the stream MVP, we get to that. That was Millie. Give Millie a hand. I think she had 43% of the vote. That's 500 extra XP. So make sure you record that.
Got it.
And I will get XP out before the next session. I think it's fair because you guys rested. So whatever, if anybody leveled up, which I don't know if you did, but if you did, it would have happened that last evening when you rested in the gnome hold. All right, time for the roll off between Evelyn.
One die this time?
Yeah, one die. Straight roll, Evelyn and Terry.
And I'm rolling for him, which is hilarious.
I know, it's crazy.
Got me beat. I win either way.
It's true, you do win either way.
That's an 18?
Oh, Machik! Congratulations, Machik! You have a set of dice coming, which I think Shorewin really needed. He struggled with some of his rolls, so I think we've got some better dice. Lilith may have leveled, depends on the experience value of the Winston Wink. That's right, Steve.
Right?
There could have been a lot of,
It's worth 100,000 experience points.
Forget experience. I'll stay at level 1. If I keep getting
so high level.
EGH Blake, Josh, your mom's still on tonight. Oh my God, I don't know what means more to me, that we raised 4,000, that your mom has been on with us and joined my stream. That blows me away, but thank you. And remember, everything that we've raised tonight, every single dollar goes to the Save the Children Fund. Major Heart, I'm getting better at this. I'm still not there yet.
You are.
Major Heart. I'm getting close. From Blue Box tonight, we so appreciate all of our viewers. I know it was a bit of a kind of a jilted session, felt a little odd. We didn't really get as far as we normally would. Trust me, we do actually have role-playing combat here that's contiguous, but tonight was a very special night. It was about the kids. It was about Josh and that huge sacrifice he made. Josh, no, that was a big deal, man. How long have you had that beard? How many years?
Oh, easily over 1 year. No, it only took about a year and a half or so to grow.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
All right, now I'm pissed at you.
That was only about a year and a half, so maybe he needs an ID.
All right, so let's get ready to do a raid here, and hopefully Will is up. Don't leave us. Don't leave me now. We want to make sure we can raid one of our friends. I don't see it yet, but let me check it here. I don't think Will is up yet, is he? Anyone see, any of our viewers, if you can tell us? I don't see Will up yet. No, the hair envy does grow. I'm upset, Orinoir, that he grew that beard in a year. I could not grow that beard in 5 years. Thank you, 888. As I said, your dice are coming out. Oh, hey, Mike Disney. Yeah, I think we will raid Mike Disney if Will. Okay, Will's off tonight. Thank you, Jay. I did not know that. So we're going to go ahead and do a raid on Mike Disney. And by the way, all of the Mike Disney prints came in, so those are going out. Everybody that participated in the Mike Disney giveaway, super cool prints. Those are going out. Let's give him a raid. And thank you, everybody, from the bottomest part of the Blue Box heart. We are so thankful tonight for our viewers. $4,000. $4,000 in one night. Much love. And we appreciate all of you, and our raid begins now.